What's up, everybody? Hello and welcome to another edition of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I am your host, the most professional wrestler, TNA star, member of the system, the Scottie Pippen of wrestling figure collecting, Brian Myers.
And I am your host, the indie god, the deathmatch king, for the second year in a row, the PWI Independent Wrestler of the Year, Matt Cardona, a.k.a. the $1,000 Broski, a.k.a. the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting.
I'm also here, producer of the show, Smart Mark Sterling Esquire, the most famous professional wrestling lawyer. And this show is brought to you by our good friends, Ringside Collectibles. Use code MAJOR to save 10%.
And we have a major unboxing coming up later in the show.
All three of us got it. I'm very excited about it. I almost don't want to let it breathe because it's so nice.
I actually was trying to decide, but since we're all opening it, I'm just going to do it. You made the decision.
Gonna do it. We're talking about that Three Faces of Foley. Bang, bang. All right, guys, follow us on X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Major WF Pod. Subscribe to this podcast wherever you get the podcast. Follow it, whatever the goddamn button you press is to get us every week to your phone. Do it and leave a review, not just any review, a major review. If we read your review on air, you'll get a prize. And guys, remember, brand new prizes for 2024. I got them in. All new magnets. There's 3 different magnets. So if you're a collector of Major Pod stuff, you got to leave a review. You got to do the PBR. You got to ask the question. So this review comes from at RI Wrestling Fan. He wrote, well, first he gave us 5 stars, and he wrote, just follow instructions.
Okay.
He did the bare minimum, but he did it. He's just following the instructions. He did it. He left a review.
I'm not mad at that. Okay.
He's getting a little prize ski. Speaking of prize skis, every week, courtesy of Ringside Collectibles, there's a giveaway. Last week, it was the Steiner Brothers, the Bell to Bell. Just find the pin post on X, repost it to be eligible. The winner, at JBL Cena Fan.
Whoa.
He's the winner. This week, the prize.
I must have been really into WrestleMania 21.
Big time. This week, the prize, Big Papa Pump Elite 105. So if you want that Big Papa Pump, find the pin post on X, repost it.
Great
Major
figure.
Marks. What's that? Oh, great figure.
Hey, before we move on to MajorMarks.com, one thing I didn't want to mention, there's a new thing on Spotify. You can follow podcasts, okay?
What's Spotify?
So if you listen to us on Spotify, which I know for a fact a lot of you do, because that's our second biggest device, just go to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. In the top left, right under our thing, there's a follow button. Follow us there. Hit the bell so you know when we upload things. You can also leave reviews in Spotify. It helps everywhere. So yeah, even if you don't listen on Spotify, I know you have it, so maybe shoot us a follow on there if you want.
Interesting.
Please. That'd be great.
Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and leave a comment, guys. Leave a
Oh,
comment.
I love the comments.
It helps with the algorithm.
One thing I do know as well in the YouTube is we got a lot of new people who didn't even know this podcast existed. A lot of new people listening to us every week, and we love it, and we'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below.
Whose algorithm?
That's actually good. But guys, MajorMarks.com, Patreon.com/MajorWFPod. If you want to listen to this podcast early and ad-free, if you want to watch live with us Monday nights or whenever we record, join MajorMarks.com. All different tiers. This is the month for Ultimates to get the quarter prize. Every quarter, you get a prize. We got a big one planned for January. The Hard Foundation up. This is the last card, and it's actually 2 cards of this past series. It'll be Danhausen and the Checklist. There's so much bonus content every week. You get this podcast early and ad-free. You got the Silver Linings with Mark. I have the Let Him Breathe unboxings. There's, oh, baby, he's happy hour. What did you guys talk about? Did he whip out a shotgun in the last episode? What's going on over here?
Have you listened to the episode yet, Broski?
I have not, but I saw the shotgun.
Oh, man, it's epic. This episode, we go through all of his epic sayings from the vacation. I read him the tweets, and we talked about the context of each one. We talked about the holidays. We talked about him living in the house. We basically went over the entire
Went over the roommates like I asked.
Went over and then I showed him pictures of everybody in the house, and he had to tell everybody, tell me what the names were.
Not
honestly,
even multiple choice. Not even multiple choice.
Not even multiple choice. He did pretty good, to be honest.
Wow.
He did pretty good. He even knew it was Kinnick when I showed him a picture of Kinnick with hair.
Wow. That's
The Jonas Brother Kinnick photo.
Kinnick with hair, you gotta join MajorMarks.com to watch this podcast.
Of course, there's figure dissecting with the Freedom, and then the Captain's Log. You guys reviewed the Iron Claw, huh?
Dude, we had a deep conversation about Iron Claw. Me, Jay George, and the captain. Obviously took questions from the chat, and this post, it was freaking awesome, actually. Big, and it's not just Iron Claw, it's big world-class talk, too. It was, really enjoyed it. I would say go out of your way to listen to that one.
Awesome. And every week we give away a prize to a new and old subscriber. Who do we got, Mark?
All right, first time in the line, Preston Bleem. And classic superstar, guys, I don't know if this is a rib.
Bend over.
Vangel Jurgo. Vangel Jurgo. I don't know if that's
Claim your prize.
Fake name. You don't have to claim your prize. A lot of people reach out. If you win that, guys, you just get it in the mail when you get it.
It just comes in the mail. When it comes, it comes. All right, guys. Follow up. Just want to get this out of the way. Very sad day for Brian and I. Frankie Chiazzo passing away. Man, this
I was
this
going
one
to
hit
use
me.
this, talk about Frankie at the hashtag Ask Major Pod, because I didn't think you were going to bring it up.
Of course I would. This guy, the Deep South, he was there. The ultimate journeyman. Like a guy who never fucking quit. Just kept going and going.
Pretty insane to look at it that way. And pretty insane that we've almost known him 20 years. Wrestled him a ton in Deep South, and then he just kind of like never left our lives. He'd always show up in some capacity. Real good buddy of Luke Gallows. Spent a lot of time with him. Oh man!
Oh my God!
This is
Look
like
at
one of
these
our
still
first
photos.
matches.
Oh my God!
It was ridiculous.
Wow.
Frankie was just, dude, he had a heart of gold. He's one of those guys that give you, a shirt off his back. He was the punchline of all our jokes and took a lot of ribs and abuse, and always was a good sport about that. And, just a really fun guy to be around. Just love wrestling. Just one of the boys, man. And like Broski said, he literally tried to become a famous pro wrestler for 20-something years, man.
I mean,
Never
till
stopped.
the day he died.
Took
you know what I'm
every
saying?
booking he could imagine, He even actually last year went to the PC and was a coach for a little, guest coach for a little bit. So,
Cool.
I was real proud of that. So, and if you want to know more about him or learn about him, he does have a movie on Amazon called Journeyman.
It is called Journeyman, right?
And it's a documentary about his life. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Just an ultimate good brother. I'll miss him. Was not, we're never ready for news like this, but it just, so shocking. He's always posting about his bookings, always doing something.
He was supposed to be at TNA this weekend, and his students were there as extras. So,
oh my God.
It's pretty sad.
I was looking up matches. I was trying to find pictures of us because I know there are pictures of us wrestling. Because there used to be a photographer who would come to all the Deep South shows and
I
post.
think his
it
name
on,
was Terry, and he'd always hand us hard copies of the photos.
But also, it was also on web shots and stuff, which I don't think that's around anymore. But I was trying to find
Web
photos.
shot.
Maybe Deep Freedom can find it. But I was looking up. We wrestled him and Gag Grill. What a weird tag match. It's like the Majors brothers defeated Frankie Cazzo and David Heath.
I mean, the famous Frankie stories. If Frankie never had a contract, he would come. I think he would drive all the way from Florida to Atlanta once a week just for an opportunity to put someone over, do something, be seen.
Yeah.
And one time, something got crossed where they messed up the booking and he beat Kofi on Deep South TV. Yeah. Somebody made that mistake. That was clearly not supposed to happen because in the history of developmental, a non-contract guy, I don't think ever beat a contract guy. Not that the fans know the wrestler's contract status anyway, but we, the people behind the scenes do. And we always make fun of Frankie that he got in his car and sped away that night so they couldn't make him retape it or something. Or he got out of there oh man. He beat a rookie year Kofi Kingston, who eventually won the goddamn championship at WrestleMania.
That's crazy. Frankie beat a future WrestleMania main event world champ. Unbelievable. Well, Frankie, we miss you. He's got a slam buddy. He's a slam buddy.
Frankie Coverdale and all the Talking Shop of Mania movies or pay-per-views or whatever you want to call them.
Oh, that's cool.
And he's just getting so much love on social media. If he could see it, he's
literally said to gals and the guys, I said, man, he would lose his mind to see the outreach and the amount of people in wrestling that are talking about him so highly, and man,
Damn.
I know he's seen it. But
Well, we miss you, Frankie. We love you. All right, other follow-up. So I was listening to the MWO, the Major World Order. They somehow got my brother,
Yeah.
my brother Andrew Cardona as a guest. Check out the MWO. For those who don't know, MWO is like essentially a podcast about this podcast. What they do is they interview major marks, people in the community. And it's such a cool thing that they started doing. It's been around for a long, long time. I'm sure a lot of people listening have been guests on the show.
Was Andrew nervous?
He was talking like he's done podcasts before. I couldn't believe it.
This is his big break.
He carried himself well. I was impressed.
Nice.
Andrew,
but
very nice guy. I love hanging
Andrew,
out with him at Epcot.
I like Andrew better than Matt. Yeah.
Well, check out the MWO. Listen to that and all the MWO episodes. Great stuff over there. Guys, I couldn't believe it. First of all, when I'm sure this happens to you, Brian, if like something in sports happened, like one of your favorite players does something, like everyone's sending it to you, and you're like, no shit. Don't you think I know this?
Yeah.
A couple days ago, the illustrious...
This is more Walter Hausen talk coming up?
No.
Oh.
Which, by the way, I'm going to kill that motherfucker. Paul Walter Hauser at Revolver. Paul, if you're watching this, there's no fucking way you're ever getting a major Benny. There's no way you're fucking walking out with that Emmy, because I'm going to beat your ass, take that Emmy, shove it up your ass, and hold the real award high. And I'm talking about a Slammy Award. But back to what I'm about to talk about. The illustrious, unreleased USA Lex Luger, the one that I famously lost, was outbid on, that is now in the collection of the LeBron James.
I was going to say, this is the LeBron, right? He's tapping out?
Now, listen, this caused a lot of controversy because, first of all, this just comes out of the blue on I believe it's like Wrestling Figures Anonymous. Might have been posted other places. And then everyone and their mother is fucking texting me this. I'm like, guys, I'm in the group, I know. But there she is. The man made in the U.S.
Man, is that custom?
Wait, so
it's
I don't know
custom,
what's
like
happening.
it's like custom encased
You don't know what's happening, Mark?
No, he's selling it?
for sale.
For sale. These were all posted for sale. Now, however, this could not have been posted in the Major WF pod. First of all, look at that. A fucking 2-up. Dusty Rhodes, Warrior #1. 2-ups.
Dude, like, did you tell Cody about that? I feel like that's something he would want.
I tried telling Cody about it when it was available years ago. Some people just don't
Is that
understand.
the Boss Man that you bought in that vlog?
Yes. A lot of those things are mine. A lot of these people, like that, those demolition.
Were once yours, bro.
Right.
Dude, all 3 demolition 2-ups. Like,
Yeah,
that is so cool.
That Axe and Smash were mine. That little Crush, with the alternate face paint. Anyway,
face paint.
this could not have been posted in the Major Pod Facebook group because we only do prices. None of that make offer bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So this
Yeah.
is posted like that, like, hey, I don't remember the exact verbiage, but these are
But I
good for
do
sale
get,
soon.
when it's so high end like this,
I absolutely get it.
yeah, it's a tough road. You gotta say something like that.
I was kind of shocked when I first saw this because the name on the account, like, I know who I sold these figures to. I know who the LeBron is, and the name did not match up.
No, so this is LeBron has moved on way before.
No. So I contacted LeBron. He quick convo. He assures me those are his. He is aware of the sale, and they're just kind of shopping it around. So there were unfortunately some unforeseen circumstances that happened. I don't know what those circumstances were, but they're shopping them around. I don't know what exactly. Now, listen, I have not had direct conversation with the seller. I did inquire, and but I was not given any prices back. Other people who were acquired were told $245,000 for the entire lot, which is crazy if they want to sell it in a lot. I don't recall how much I lost that Luger for. I want to say I lost it for like
$13K or something.
it was
right?
something like that. And I know that LeBron, I didn't lose it to LeBron. I lost it to somebody else, and LeBron bought it from him. So LeBron paid more than I lost it.
Oh, I thought it was just straight up LeBron. Okay.
No,
I want to say it was not 13K.
no, I think
6, 7, 8.
No,
I thought it
think-
was like 8.
No, I want to say it was pretty close. I'm sure someone can figure this out. Maybe we'll talk about it next week in follow up. But it was a day where this and the Doink the Clown, the orange cards were on eBay. A lot of people said fake, fake, fake. I'm like, no, these are fucking real. I could just tell. And I lost the Luger, like last second lost the Luger, and then I was able to win the Doink. But, Mattel has since released this Luger and Doink, so I don't feel it's like that illustrious. But everyone was sending, even people who don't even know me were like tagging me. I can't go after this right now. I just can't. The ship has sailed. The Lex Express has driven off. I mean,
I would say if you weren't building a house, it'd be a very irresponsible purchase.
Right. I can't be like, this is a $10K plus figure. I can't be dropping that kind of money right now. And ain't no chance in hell I'd be dropping $245K on that entire lot. Not to say it's not worth that. It's just like, I just don't. I don't want all those figures. I don't want the responsibility of selling the figures, which I've done before. Bought a lot, kept what I wanted, to flip the rest. I just don't have the time to do that right now. Especially $245,000, guys. That's unbelievable money.
Yeah, man.
So
yeah,
it's out there, guys. The Lex Luger is out there. Yeah, it's out there. Check it out. I'm sure by now it's in many message boards, many figure groups on Facebook. A lot of insane pieces there, one-of-a-kind pieces.
You just sell your house, and then you buy it, right? That's all you got to do.
Man, just look at that. Sid 2-up. Jim the Anvil 2-up. Unbelievable. It's just wild that, these are just up there all in one shot. It's wild to see. It's just absolutely wild.
Why wouldn't he pose the Sid with the head the correct way?
He says, buy the lot and tell Chiappetta's girlfriend to sell the rest.
Dude, like that grayscale, like Shawn Michaels, a Shawn Michaels prototype, like there's some heavy hitters in there, man.
A lot of heavy hitters. So just wanted to put that out there. Woo. Good luck selling it. Good luck.
I would even love to get that Jim Neidhart 2-up for Natty,
Yeah, but you're going to spend fucking what?
But it's the problem is like I said, Cody. Well, Cody is a collector, but like Natty's not. Like, is she gonna understand what it?
Right.
Like the significance. I don't know. Especially at the price point. What the hell? Right. What are you talking
well, that's
about?
the problem.
Yeah.
I forget how much the Dusty was offered to me for, and I told Cody about it, and it was just insane money. I forget the prices, but it's out there. If anyone wants to buy it, if anyone wants to sell their house and buy a Hasbro
20K lying around.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Luger. I don't see it selling for less than 20K. But who knows? Yeah. I'd love to see.
I mean, there has to be you just
do the whole lot for $245
is to go for that.
You could buy a piece of like a really nice piece of property. Like that's crazy.
I think
about what's going on here. You know what I mean?
I think they'd make way more money, obviously, selling it piece by piece, but it would take a lot more time because while there are high-end collectors and buyers of this stuff, it's not like there's that many. You know what I'm saying?
No. That's I don't want to say it's risky. It is risky, but not like crazy risky. It's just like you got to have some patience and some confidence. Yes. Yeah. It's not going to be a fun thing.
I just had to bring that up. Also, this week we got some updates on our Super 7 Series 2. Brian sent an email. Next thing you know, we got in-package photos.
Shit.
Pumped.
Of myself and Brian Myers. So, can I just say, I'm going to say this live on air, Brian. We were so, focused on getting these out and making corrections to get these out in time and not delaying them anymore. We didn't even think about posing our figures in the package.
Oh, my God. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the first one, Brian's doing his dreamer pose. I'm doing my LI hands up. These just, God. I mean, it looks fine.
It looks fine, but I didn't even think of that till you just said it just now.
Right? Like we were so focused, like, can we get these out already? That I didn't even think about it. But the Brian Myers in the black and gray. What's the significance behind this gear again?
I wore it a lot when I was the digital media champion. It actually is the major player gear, but to different colors. I wore it my NWA debut, actually, for a little trivia fact, against Nick Aldis in the main event. But yeah, it was just gear that I really liked, so I wanted it to be enshrined in, wrestling figure form.
And I see a little Major Wrestling podcast chair back there, Brian.
I was wondering what that was. I thought it was a shirt.
Two middle fingers, interchangeable hands, hood up and hood down feature.
That's cool.
Just like a AJ Styles Mattel.
Very cool. And then mine is it's actually gear I wore against Brian.
True.
At Impact pay-per-view. I wore it against Big O at FWF. And I wore it against Tyrus for the NWA title. So I've worn it 3 different times. It has since been retired, but there it is. Very colorful. I love that, it kind of goes with Brian with the same, pod logo, but it's totally different. So,
and I think your figure has the most deco hits in the history of wrestling.
I love it. Hey.
Pose with the middle fingers would have been
Yeah,
great.
we have the middle fingers in there. So I'm very, very pumped about it. And you can't really see it, but it's in the back. The Internet Championship is available for the first time ever in figure form for this version of the title, the post WWE new version of the Internet Championship with the figure. And guys, we know these did not get ordered as much as Series 1. So man, I think these are going to spike.
I think 1/5 will exist compared to the first wave.
Yeah, so
because people were so scared of the price point, which was out of our hands. We've talked about it a million times. I don't even want to get into it.
Yeah,
but they're finally real, and I'm glad they're real. And we don't have to keep talking about where are they. And from this photo, and I think we're both pretty satisfied. So
listen, I love mine. There are people who don't like them, and that's fine. That's your opinion. I love them. And it's our figures, so I guess our opinion matters when, people say, it doesn't look like you. And I'm like, well, I'm looking at it. I think it does. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's all opinions. And, we're excited about it. Let's just get these in our hands. Trust me. You guys are waiting for them. So are we, pal.
Yeah, right. I mean, not God, we're figure fanatics, and they're of us. Trust me. We want them pretty bad, too.
Yes. Also, guys, let's quick plug. We got some major bendies on sale right now. We got Mark Marrow. We got Butterbean. We got Nick Nemeth. Of course, we have Jay and Silent Bob. The 30th anniversary of Clerks. Get them right now, only for 3 weeks. It will end on Monday, February 5th. So that's Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah, look at this. We're already there, baby. We're already in the prototype process. I'm very, very excited for these figures, and Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes have been great about supporting the line. And then, of course, like I said, Mark Marrow, Butterbean, Nick Nemeth. We're on the back of the new PWI. Really cool TTD. Nailed that
available
design.
Now, right?
Available now. So, yeah, you get that magazine. Not only I'm an award winner inside, but I'm on the back cover of my toy line. But, yeah, this Mark Marrow, Butterbean, Nick Nemeth. And guys, we said it last week on the pod. I don't think people really quite understood me. These are not series whatever. They're all going to have their own really cool, really unique card backs, just like all of the major Bendies exclusives do. So going forward, all Bendies will have exclusive style packaging, if that makes sense.
Broski, let me ask you this. So we both shared the weekend with Mr. Nemeth.
That's right.
He wore different gear at TNA. I couldn't believe it. I said, Broski's going to be pissed. You're already wearing different tights.
Yeah.
And then did he wear even a third pair at Puerto Rico that was different from this?
Yeah, but I don't know I just assumed they were old WWE stuff. But I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
It's not like he had did he have a Dolph Ziggler logo?
I thought it would always at least say DZ something or whatever.
I'm not sure. But yeah, like you said, I was just in Puerto Rico with him. Puerto Rico is crazy, bro. Unbelievable. Work for
Puerto
WWC.
Rico is crazy. Yo.
I get there. You know me. I'm the indie god, #1 heel. I get there. I'm wrestling the #1 heel in Puerto Rico. So I come out ultimate baby face. I'm like, well, fuck it. I got to do a dive. I did a little flippy dive, landed on my feet.
Ha! I saw that clip.
That's called a happy accident, folks.
And then I was Primo running the show. I'm like, Briz, I got to sell merch. He's like, oh, nobody sells merch here. I'm like, set up a table. And he's like, all right, go. And I'm like, I'm killing it here. Everyone's buying my stuff in Puerto Rico.
Why was nobody sell merch?
It's just not part of the culture.
Part of the culture.
Mm-hmm.
And they were probably like, oh shit, cool.
Yeah. Well, first they were trying to get stuff for free. I'm like, no. Bente, I was saying, you know?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? God. One guy was pretending to be my translator. I thought he was my real translator, and he's like helping me, because I don't speak Spanish that well,
Or at all.
okay at all.
Keep going.
I did get an A in Spanish in college, but anyway, he was being my translator, and he's like, "Oh, can I get a photo?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure." Because I'm like, "Oh, he's been helping me out for like a half hour." Then he just walks away. He wasn't like I thought he was part of the crew helping me out.
He just wanted to
He just wanted
spend some time with you, man.
He was just chilling. Hell, that's great. So is that
But,
your whole weekend? Did you fly Friday or?
Flew Saturday, quick flight from Orlando to San Juan, stayed extra day to go to the beach. It was just, I love it. I told Primo, I'm like, bro, keep bringing me back here. I love it here. I love it here. Dude, bro, the fans were just insane.
Was the weather a lot nicer? Because it was friggin' cold in Orlando, man.
Oh, so nice. So nice. The beach was fantastic. The crowd was awesome. This is on Fight TV, so you can go watch the replay if you want. If you don't believe me, this crowd was unbelievable. They're just screaming. There's air horns from like match 1 to the main event.
Man.
That's
it was
cool.
unbelievable
Sounds awesome.
atmosphere. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. How was TNA?
It was awesome, man. I had a real busy 4 TV tapings spread across 2 days in Orlando. The Kissimmee area.
Oh, you were back.
Man, I was right back. I gotta tell you guys, it's tough. This Top Guy stuff is tough. I might ask to go back to like Explosion,
Working to the bone, pal.
A little like not a mid carder that might be too strong, maybe below mid carder act. Maybe I'll just do some dance offs or something. Be done early, get a nice meal because I was doing Top Guy stuff all weekend long. I mean,
I'll tell you about the system.
I'm run
hit
down
the
here.
spot for me. The system is like what I love about pro wrestling. So I think it's really cool. Got some great guys in it.
No, it's been
look is
awesome.
cool.
I had 2 awesome matches that I can't wait until they air too. So it was just kick-ass time.
What's the skinny on the system shirt? Is that out yet?
System shirt should be out this week, and it's
Baby.
designed by a guy named TTD.
Come on.
Whoa,
I think
could've
you'll
never
all
predicted
enjoy that. Yes, yeah, should be out this week though.
That's great.
And then, Broski, you missed Korean barbecue with Tyson Kidd, Fandango,
damn.
and Santino Marella. It was like an episode of Superstars in 2012.
Do you know where you went?
Come on, where do you think we went?
You went to the Izzy Bod?
Yeah.
That wasn't anywhere close to where you were.
Brother, me and TJ got in the car. We're like 40 minutes. We're like, all right, good
There was
catching
definitely
up
a
time.
much closer spot than that.
Yeah, but everyone knows
You
what
gotta
it
go to
is.
the classic spot.
Yeah, it's so
Oh
great.
my God.
Yeah.
Jesus. What about
I'm
you, Mark?
actually blown away that Orlando like logistics to even know that.
Well, I know that the Kissimmee is not close to my house.
Yeah.
And I know that my house is not close to the Korean barbecue, and I know they're on opposite directions.
All right,
Is it
just make
Kissimmee or Kissimmee?
It's
whatever your heart desires?
Because I
Mark.
said that in I said Kissimmee, and somebody said it's Kissimmee.
I'm not quite sure. Tomato,
unless you're
tomato.
unless you're from there, and you're not going to know.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, well, boys, I went to what is that?
Oh, that's Nemeth in
What
Puerto
are
Rico.
those tights he's wearing?
I don't know.
It looks like snake skin.
They look like they're made of like ham. What is that? What the heck?
He also looks like an aged 80s rocker in his face.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Damn. All right, so
Anyway.
Mark, let me hear you. I come on, just tell the story. Just what happened here.
Insane travel again, boys. Friday night, get to the airport. I got to connect in Detroit.
Where's collusion?
St. Louis.
St. Louis,
Yeah.
and there's no Boston to St. Louis flight.
No, I would have taken it.
Interesting. Boston, because I'm such good friends with Eddie Edwards now, not as many options as you would think for
No,
a big ass airport.
I know.
Because he's always connecting and shit.
It's like 50-50 for me. I can. It's like half the time I can get a direct, half the time I have to take a connection. But anyway,
Right.
It's Detroit. It's fine, whatever. But I'm going Hartford to Detroit. Get to the airport. It's a little delayed. Get on the plane. Got to get the de-ice. We're getting delayed more.
Which is
Land
this
in
time of year, standard procedure.
Yep. But we were delayed an hour, and then we got delayed more. Actually, when we get to the de-icer, the crew's not there. The guy's like, the crew's not here, so we got to wait a little longer. Whatever the fuck. Finally get in the air. It's fine. First of all, me and Ethan had a date to get a steak in the airport, right?
Where?
I don't know. He goes to a steak place every Friday, he says.
In Detroit.
Gets the same steak.
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Wait,
We're gonna
hold
get
on.
a
Wait a
steak-
minute. Wait. He lives in Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for like 2
Hold
years
on.
now.
He goes to the airport early enough to eat a real sit-down meal?
Guess so.
And you got 2 kids. You do what you got to do to just escape.
Ethan Page, I don't know if you listen, but oh my God, there's no fucking way I would leave my house to sit at that Outback at MCO. No,
I'll tell you what,
I don't care. I don't care if it's a Ruth fucking Chris. There ain't no way I'm fucking checking in 5 minutes later than I have to.
I'm on ego side of this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
I have the lounge now, and like if I'm home and like the kids are at school, like there's nothing. I'm like, I'll just go. Like I'm done working out. Like what am I doing?
He also, I think they have a hard time getting. Like, he can't get because he's from Canada. He can't get TSA and stuff.
Oh boy.
So why not?
He usually goes early.
Chelsea's from Canada. She has it.
Does she have the same? Does she have a green card or whatever the hell?
Mark
she actually did just get a green card. Congratulations!
Yeah. But it's because I wrote that letter saying what a great friend she is. That's a true story.
I had to write a letter too.
I think Mark just outed fucking Ethan Page for being a vigilante or something here.
No, what? No.
Can't get TSA.
Daddy Magic told me we got to the airport this weekend and we went separate ways. I said, you don't have TSA. He said, you can't if you're a Canadian. I didn't check.
That's untrue.
I didn't check. Well, Daddy Magic, if you're listening to this, you can apparently.
Daddy Magic. Open up your ears, pal.
Apparently, you can get it. All right. Anyway.
It's true because when Chelsea and I used to travel together, I used to be so pissed because like I would have clear and she wouldn't fucking buy the clear. She would just do the TSA pre. I'm like, Chelsea, this is fucking bullshit because I'm not like doing clear and you go through TSA and I'm like at the asshole. So I had to go through the jabroni TSA pre-line. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I made her get clear so we can do both together. If you have both,
I mean, I love her to death, but Diana Perazzo is sick in the head and like just got it like this week.
Ponderosa, come on.
Now she's traveling every week or sometimes
she was before.
She was before. It wasn't like Impact was in her backyard.
And she did indies.
And then,
the indies
full sketch, dude. Yeah.
I just told Daddy Magic, I said, I'm being told you can get TSA free. So maybe he'll get it. All right. So we wheels up after the de-ice. I still can
Daddy
make it.
Magic. It's me, Mark from catering.
Yes.
So
I can still make this plane if I land. I tell Ego I think that I'm going to be able to make it or whatever. We land in Detroit. Wheels down. My plane is boarding in 5 minutes. That's fine, right?
Yeah, but Detroit's massive.
That's a fucking train in the airport.
The train or that tunnel where you can't do anything, but you have to go through the tunnel.
Yeah.
There's no train for that tunnel.
Exactly. So whatever. So we're pulling into the gate. Plane stops. Stays there.
Oh no.
The guy just goes, well, apparently there is no crew to get us off the plane here, so we're going to have to wait.
Oh my
Minutes
God.
tick by. 30 minutes go by. Okay? This plane takes off at 9:50. Okay?
Yeah.
I get off of the plane, foot off the plane at 9:32.
Oh.
Okay? So now I'm thinking, well, hopefully I'm fucking close. Boys, let me just show you this right here. Visual aid. I want you to see B21. You see B21 at the end of Concourse B there?
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, the tunnel, bro. You can't like you could have took a train to that first eye there. But that tunnel is just a massive tunnel you have to trek through.
I have to go to A6, boys. The farthest point possible.
Man.
But Ethan says, I've asked them to hold the plane. They said, run. So I fucking book it.
I would. You know what? Ric Flair taught me you never run an airport.
Colt Cabana said the same thing.
Why?
I don't know. Colt said, I've decided years ago I'll never run in an airport.
I'll never run. I'm a star.
I just told him because he's usually wearing socks and sandals and he can't.
No, stars don't run in the airport.
Well, I'm no star.
Stars don't run in the airport.
I'm no star, and I wanted to get to that fucking.
Stars don't run in the airport, pal.
So I run straight 17.5 minutes, no stopping. I run non-stop down the escalator, up the fucking escalator
with a bag,
with a rolly bag and a backpack, all the way there. I am sweating. I am panting. I get there at 9:50. The plane is supposed to take off at 9:50, but she held the door. Because of my good friend, all ego Ethan Page sitting in first class. I get on the plane to a round of a fucking applause.
Wow.
I
From
sit down.
strangers and shit?
Yeah, they all knew. They were like, "Oh, glad you made it."
I'm like, we are waiting for Mark
thank
Sterling.
God, let's fucking go.
ROH star Mark
That's
Sterling
actually more what it was.
is
bro.
on his way.
All right, guys, that's it. Really, there it is.
Oh my God,
I
this is
had
too
a
much.
fucking seat.
This is too much, guys.
What
Fuck.
on earth is going on?
I ordered a Jack
Mark,
and Coke.
well, okay. You casually walk, you miss it. You go get a nice meal in Detroit, a hotel that Tony Khan pays for. You wake up, you take a 9 a.m. and you're at work. What was the
I
big
did
deal?
that last week. I literally did that the week before because Tony Nese wouldn't ask for the plane to be held, but Ethan Page did.
All right. What a good
All
what a
right.
friend.
Well, I finished the story, folks.
Great, but then on the way home, you got stranded too?
Yeah, and then I fucking got stuck in Detroit on the way home for 5 hours, and I had to sleep in that minute suite there.
I love it. I love it.
That's fine. It's not
That saved my life, like at least once or twice, where where was something and I caught like a great nap, and I was able to come home and just do what I had to do, be dad, and it was well worth the money.
Honestly, had an okay day yesterday. I'll tell you this, guy. I'll tell you this, and I don't know if you agree. The cancellation is like, okay, if plane gets canceled, you figure it out, right? You don't make a connection. Okay, you figure it out. You take to the hotel or whatever the fuck. What I hate is the not knowing. The fucking when you're almost going to make
Delayed
it.
and this or that.
I would just rather just fucking. It's delayed 2 hours. You're not going to make it, and then you can just figure it out and relax.
Yeah.
But the whole time I'm stressed the fuck out. Like, should I get this plane? Should I get that plane? Should I try to do
Yeah,
this?
I mean, I kind of just did that with that Gary Damron show where I was like, give me my shit and I'll just try, make a decision.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This
You've come a
week-
long way, Mark. You've come a long way.
Mark, I'm proud of you. I'm glad you held the plane. Sterling. Guys, big news. We weren't going to put the tickets up on sale this week, but there's so much going on WrestleMania week that we just have to do it this week. This Friday, tickets will go on sale for Major Wrestling Figure Podcast live in Philly, Thursday, April 4th at
What a
7
poster.
p.m. Dave and Buster's. If you are a Patreon member, tickets will go on sale at 11:30. You'll get a half-hour half start on Friday. But if you're an Ultimate member, they'll go on sale on Thursday from noon to 1. Now, guys, only 150 tickets available. And this is important. Only 75 VIPs because we're on a timetable. Like, we cannot be there all night. This isn't Tin Roof. This isn't Kowloon. We got to we got a curfew.
You could be at Dave & Buster's until they close, but you can't be in this room that we have secured for our show.
Right. So instead of rushing people through the meet and greet that we do after, we decided to cut it down to 75 people. So it's going to be incredible. And notice, it's not called Live 19 anymore. It is Live 19, but we realized, I think it was actually Billy Peck or was it Joe Shoes or somebody who said, like, why don't we just get rid of the numbers? And I'm like, that's a great
I
idea.
mean, it was coming anyway because even WrestleMania doesn't really. I don't even know what number WrestleMania is this year. You know what I mean?
It's
Like
40, actually. It's 40.
They're not acknowledging 40.
It's wild, right?
Wow.
But anyway, guys, it's Live 19. It's live in Philly, Thursday, April 4th at 7 p.m. Guys, we know who our surprise guests are. Woo! Oh, baby. It's going to be wild. And, of course, there will be an exclusive Major Bendies for sale. And, we'll be at WrestleCon. We'll reveal all that information later. But we want to let you know and put the tickets on sale now because there's a lot of competition, guys. At our Mania shows, you guys have supported us
big week.
for the past couple of years. And hopefully this one goes smoothly because for the past 3 years, our Mania shows got messed up. The locations.
Last year was totally smooth, right?
Not the location. Remember they canceled last second?
We're supposed to be at the Broken Skull IPA place.
Guys, I mean.
But it ended up being fucking great.
Oh, it ended up being way better.
That's what happens here at the Major Pod. It always works out. So I'm not concerned. Bring it on.
Yeah, so we're very excited. So Thursday, April 4th, 7 p.m., live in Philly. That's all I got for follow-up. You guys got anything else?
Oh, I'm good. What a week.
All right, let's go to the news. And the news is brought to you by Pabst Blue Ribbon.
The Major Pod Network has partnered with our favorite adult beverage, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Everybody needs some liquid courage to make their own weekly purchases. Scratch that figure itch and scratch that PBR itch.
If you're listening to this, you're already a major mark. Now it's time to become a major PBR mark.
Use hashtag MajorPBR and post your pictures and videos of you major marking out with some Paps.
Paps Blue Ribbon and the Major Pod Network, the tag team champions of the world.
Of the world.
Major PBR forever. All right, guys, believe it or not, I didn't get any PBRs in Puerto Rico.
I was drinking and watching playoff football yesterday. I know you were too, Broski, right?
I actually was watching a little bit of football.
I was saying Ziggler probably forced you into it, actually. So yeah.
I was not hanging out with him at all. He's my mortal enemy. I'll be taking him on at GCW February.
Oh yeah,
3rd.
duh, yeah, sure.
That's
yeah.
right. I would
Totally
never
forgot.
hang out with that son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you're right.
Anyway,
I can tell by this poster you're just jealous of his hair. That's what this feud stemmed from.
he does have great hair. That piece of
It's
shit.
pretty unbelievable.
You know
pretty
what?
unbelievable.
It may in fact be a wig, and I will find out February 3rd, GCW, Los
I'm pretty
Angeles,
sure the only
California.
two, besides like commentators and stuff, the only male members of the TNA roster that go to hair and makeup are Ziggler and Scott D'Amore. So it's a good little trivia fact.
That's fine. So PBR, guys, we'll be bringing it to live in Philly. But yeah, every week, use the hashtag Major PBR. If we choose your picture or video, you'll be getting a little prize key. This might be the greatest hashtag Major PBR post of all time.
That's big. That's a big statement.
I know. From at MMA Guy 91. After months of waiting for my mannequin to come back in stock, both at the Matt Cardona and at Myers Wrestling, hashtag Major PBR ring gear sets are back together and proudly displayed in my office. He bought our Major PBR gear and has it displayed on mannequins.
That's so cool.
Actually, I picked that for Major Mark Purchase of the Week, so there's the pick there.
We'll talk about that later. Like,
beyond flattering.
unbelievable.
Broski's probably mad at that guy's physique, but beyond flattering.
I think we need some more Major PBR gear.
I'm down.
Might have to do it. What about a little Major PBR players gear?
John mentioned some ringside gear, which I wouldn't hate either.
He did?
Yeah.
Well, he might have to up that contract a little bit. I don't think he knows how much our gear costs, pal.
Gear is stupid expensive. God.
Yeah, it really is. And the more toyetic we get, the more
Yeah.
entrants get. Oh, my God. Woo. So, yeah, a lot of cool news here, guys. First things first, Kyle Peterson. We know Kyle Peterson. He is writing a Classic Superstars book, over 600 pages on everything Classic Superstars.
God.
I feel Classic Superstars is a line that changed not only the figure business, but the wrestling business. And I feel like it does not get the credit it deserves.
I mean, this is one step towards that, right? And
One step towards that. I mean, guys, 20-year anniversary of Classic Superstars is this year, correct? Which is nuts.
Oh, my God. You're right.
Right?
04.
And our good friend Johnny Clash, helped Kyle Peterson with his book, So designing the book, I don't exactly know what he did. Johnny Clash does a lot of design work.
He's a
great stuff
graphic
for us.
designer. He's ridiculously talented, and anything he does for Creative Pro or things that he does, people don't just say oh my God, that's impressive. Even the TNA, he made something and I showed in the TNA graphics guy was like, shit, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the best wrestling poster makers in the biz.
For sure.
He is the best, I think.
Yeah.
And Kyle Peterson, we know him as David C's long-haired friend, and he is a great member of not only the Major Pod community but the figure community. He's a diehard Classic Superstars fan, as well am I. So I'm excited to see what's in this book because there are some things that I have some prototypes that I wonder how he put them in the book, or maybe he didn't, or I'm not sure.
Oh.
So I'm definitely going to use his
Honorable
guide.
mentions section, I bet.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to use his guide to go through my classics. And there were so many weird variants at one point. I wonder if he has them all in there. I'm
mistaken. Are you complete?
I'm complete. The only thing I'm
Loose?
missing, is Warrior America.
Oh.
So I'm a completist. Besides that,
And you have the stickered ones mint and then the
the only things I have on display currently are the the really rare stickered ones I have hanging up in my toy room.
But everything else is loose, mint, complete.
Yes, and in the new room, I will have them up.
Wow.
And this is all. This was all done during the podcast. There's an episode. I don't know what the fuck one. There was an episode that Broski said, "I'm going to get all the classics." Brian said that's ridiculous. And then for the next 2-3 months, Broski was traveling around the world.
I barely remember this. This had to be a long time ago.
It was maybe first year.
Year one?
Pre-pandemic, because I remember at one point, I just had them stacked in my garage, and then one day I opened them all, and it took me like days to do.
Yeah, there was a time where you were gonna record yourself time lapse opening every one, but then you realized it was gonna take 17 hours or whatever.
So speaking of Johnny Clash, he also has the Game Marks podcast. Check that out. There's some WWE 2K 24. Cody on the cover, Rhea, Bianca Belair. We don't really talk video games here, but we did want to mention this, that the Mattel Defining Moments Bruise Cody Rhodes will be a playable character in the game.
Why then?
What?
Why wouldn't it just be Cody? It's the Mattel Cody?
Yep. I guess John Cena was it last year.
Okay.
I think it's
You play
interesting.
as the action figure.
I think it's just a little bonus.
Man, I feel like the ringside crew lucked out with that one, right? They could have picked any figure. They picked an exclusive.
Right. That's great. So
Pretty
that's
cool.
pretty damn cool, man.
It's very cool.
Lot of Funko news. We got Rikishi. We got only at Target. We got the Hurricane. We got Sami Zayn. This Hurricane, I have to get it. And I have to get. I gotta get it signed by Hurricane because I collect.
I saw him post about it. He's very proud. I was happy for him.
Yeah, I sent him a text, and I was wondering, fuck, am I like the 5th person to send him this or the first? You know what I'm saying? Because everyone and their mother did.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like that Lex Luger to me. But I think I might have been the first. But yeah, the Rikishi looks cool. Hurricane, Sami Zayn. And this one is a bit of a head scratcher.
Honorary
Brian?
Oos.
What's that?
The Brian
Come on,
Myers.
Mark. All right.
No.
Mark, you're fired.
So much so, people thought it was a custom, but it's an Edge and Kane 2-pack.
Yo, what? I keep seeing the posts about this, and it's out, and people are finding it.
Yeah, the people are finding it in Smith's in the UK. It's an Edge. The era of this is, I can't quite tell, like before his retirement?
Yeah, I would have said our era with him, but that kick pad design's like right after. That's like 09.
Right,
10.
and he's got the big gold. And then he
And that's
comes
a
with,
98 Kane
a
when he was
98
champ for a
Kane
day?
When he was champ for a day.
What a
So
random ass.
weird 2-pack that I will not be getting, but I think it's cool.
Wow.
It's cool.
Well,
Yeah.
that's super random.
E. Cruz is saying 2020 Rumble, but that doesn't make sense at all.
No, because it wouldn't have the big
gold.
gold. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
So I think it's really cool that the Funko keeps doing stuff for WWE. This 2-pack is a little weird, but hey.
This must have been way far along, and because Edge has been gone for quite a time now. Oh, here we go. Okay, where was the intro? The
he's not in the airport
intro was a
anymore.
one-time thing?
He got out of the airport, guys.
Yeah, I got on this I got picked up by this animal liberation group, and so they tried to con me, and they tried to do like this jewel exchange. They tried to use me as bait, and I just wasn't playing for that. So
Wow.
yeah,
I'm happy for
got
you.
out of it.
All right, so what do we got
I
here?
feel like that's a plot of a movie I've never seen, but okay.
Yeah, so this is WrestleMania 25 Edge. This is 2009.
Yo, I
And-
nailed it. Nailed
Yeah,
it.
yeah, and the Kane is what was that? That was the
King of the
Hell in a
Ring?
Cell. Yeah, whatever pay-per-view he won the belt at. So I think it was King of the Ring '98. So something like that. So
Not that I
Somewhere about
care,
98.
but I'm just going to note this. Is there a photo of Kane wearing that belt around his waist? Because I feel like
Yes.
he's just had it on his shoulder.
yes, and he's got 2 sleeves, and
Okay.
that's pretty much the pose that they based it
Oh,
off of
cool.
as well.
All right.
Yeah,
Sweet.
and I'm sure they probably based the Edge off the candid photo as well. So that because there is a photo of Edge from WrestleMania on the buckles with
What's unfortunate is like if this Kane was like a solo, I would 100% buy it and have Kane sign it. But it just, I don't like this 2-pack one bit.
Yeah, I have an educated guess of what happened here. So I think Edge's contract is up. So Yeah, so I think these were both going to be exclusive somewhere, and they weren't picked up, so they just sandwiched them in together, and they just made them exclusive
that
international
smells about right.
and
Yeah.
available through international and discount channels. So
Smells
Makes
about
sense.
right.
Good guess. I can see that being true. All right, next up, this one we did not see coming. Maybe you could stick around for this one, D.
Yeah.
Iron Claw getting figures. Kevin Von Erich from A24. Zac Efron. This was not something I was expecting, but I'll tell you
I'm
what.
shocked, dude.
I
Shocked.
did not see this yet. I know I will see it, but I have to get this for my miscellaneous section. Like, it has to happen. Now, if they make the entire cast, I don't know how far I'm going to go down that.
I don't believe they are.
Has there been anything about its availability yet?
It's going to be available in February on A24's shop.
Got it.
Yeah,
As a pre-order or in stock?
pre-order. So this is all a digital render. So
Right, yeah.
yeah, 3D render.
And
I mean, his head is crazy tiny. If that, if this
Legs
is what's,
are gigantic.
Yeah.
They're fairly lengthy.
some
yeah.
long legs,
But
tiny head.
it's what it means and what it symbolizes.
Of course,
Yeah.
is this soft goods jacket? Is this hard goods? We don't know.
I think it's soft goods. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fabric, but we will see how the tailoring is on this. Because once again, A24, a lot of the stuff that they do is die cast metal on some of their figurines. Some of it's also, it is made overseas at least. It's not made here in the States.
right.
But
It's not made in Mitch's garage.
it's very low run. It's hand painted, so we'll see. I mean, this is their first foray into action figures, so we'll see what scale it is. We'll see. I mean, you can get an idea of how it moves, but how will it be painted? How will the paint-offs look?
And then I could see the cuts in the bicep, which is rough, but
Yeah, the last time I think I saw those was on a Final Count finishing moves.
yeah, oh my god, nice callback. Wow, yeah.
But I'm excited for this. I think it's cool. The movie did so well. So we'll see. I got to get it from a miscellaneous shelf.
I feel like I want it, and I want it in a card. I want him to sign it, but
Ooh, that'd be pretty badass.
yeah. Hey, MJF.
Really cool. Mattel showed off some basics, the WrestleMania basics. I don't know if we have pictures for those.
Yeah.
They kind of came up last second before we were recording. Batista, Seth Rollins.
From 30?
Is that Batista from 30? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
when he fought Brian and
The three-way.
Orton. Yeah, and then
Okay,
the Seth is 35. WrestleMania 35 when he won the belt from Brock.
Another one, another figure from
I
Armenia,
was just
broski.
gonna say.
Great. Bring it on.
And Muhammad Ali as the referee in a basic, which
And then John Cena is not pictured.
John Cena is not pictured.
Yeah,
So
I think these
we
might
don't-
have came from Amazon.
People were suspecting that these were canceled, and we said no, they're not canceled. They're just not going to be. They're going to be very limited. They'll be out. So I know John Cone needs that Muhammad Ali.
Which, I mean, is really just, I mean, the basics are better toys now. We've covered that, but
Yeah.
there's an ultimate of that.
The Batista and Rollins were offered in 2020, but now they have the new updated 2024 articulation with updated hip joints. So
Very
and interchangeable heads and interchangeable hands.
in theory, if you were to take it off, you mean doesn't come with
Yeah,
that.
but yeah,
Got it.
That Muhammad Ali
what's
is
up?
going to confuse some people. There's just going to be some random dudes walking down the toy aisle to like cut to get the cold meats or whatever, and then just see a Muhammad Ali on the action figure shelf in
With a bow
2024
tie.
and be like, "What the hell?"
I think that's part of the appeal.
I know.
You know.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
So,
But yeah, the
Volko-
bow tie thing is like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, what?
Yeah. Right.
If you're gonna wear a bow,
Wrestling fans.
if you're gonna wear a bow tie, make it a big one. you remember that, Mark?
Yes, I do.
We have Foco. They're always showing new figures. This one is
Bro.
the Dream Team.
This stopped me in my tracks when I saw this.
I mean, I can't think of 360 people out there who are going to want this, but maybe they do.
Dude,
they even
what?
gave it its own customized
Tell you
graphic.
what. First off, they have like a public feud going on as we speak. Like they're not friends.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
That looks more like the bad guy mom from Goonies than Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Oh my
It's
god.
so bad. The Beefcake could be anybody.
Yeah.
It's like generic dude. Oh.
Listen, I love what Foco does, making these low runs. But you know what's weird? I've never seen like someone post like, "Here's my Foco bobblehead that I bought."
Well, I really
I'm
hope
sure,
we have an update next week and someone sends their fucking detail full of
Like,
them.
if anyone has
I think isn't there a Ric? Is there a Ric Flair one? I have a Ric Flair bobblehead. Who made that?
That's
I
probably
just got it.
Foco. It's probably Foco.
So I have a Foco Ric Flair, which is pretty cool.
Besides
Looks cool in
you,
my-
Mark,
in my
I'd
shelf.
like to see if anyone has a Foco in their collection. Not Funko, a Foco.
Mulligan here says.
I mean, people
bought them.
technically do have a Foco. They have the gnome.
Oh, okay. I think
The,
there's a Roddy
that
Piper
Piper
as well.
has all the Warrior ones.
that Piper one is a step in the right direction. That's
Now that's
awesome.
one of the entrance stages.
Yeah, this is the LED entrance stage. Yeah, so they've released some of the past, but this is limited 223. So
Very cool.
Grizzly has Hogan Foco.
All right.
all hand painted, all individually numbered. So handcrafted.
I dig it. Listen, I want some Major Pod bobbleheads for sure.
That Beefcake hammer is like the deal you made with someone to put that modern day $1 million man on their shelf. That's up there, right? Like display that prominently. If someone walks in your room, that's the first thing they see. They dare
Holy
you.
fuck. Like, I don't know if there's any, like, I know, like, I was a little kid during that time, but I don't know if there's anyone who's like, man, you know who my favorite tag team was growing up? The Dream Team.
God, I mean, they posted that awesome picture a couple of years ago where they're chilling, drinking beers, and
Yeah.
the recliners. And
I was just
Now-
going to say that's
now-
the bobblehead I want.
that,
now
yeah,
they're
if
in a
it was that, I'd be thrilled.
Like a Beavis and Butthead style, like them sitting on the couch.
Man,
Oh, man. All right. Let's talk some AEW news. Unbelievable. We see the Keith Lee. We see everyone in the set. There's Tony Storm. There is the Keith
this
Lee
is
the
wrestling
Chase-
figure history.
Now, I don't know if this is necessarily true. People were posting that this is the same gear as his Mattel Elite. I don't know if that's true.
It is true. That's
So are we saying
That's
that
wrestling
Keith
figure
Lee-
history, folks. The chase is the chase in two different companies.
Are we saying that Keith Lee?
I think
not
maybe
buy
he
new
has
gear?
different shorts. He might have different shorts, but it's the same color. I think he might have like his new Keith Lee symbol that's on like the back of this hood. or
Okay, so
that
it's
he
not
Well,
the same. It's not
I
the
mean,
same gear.
I'm not like a Keith Lee enthusiast, but like he did switch to that. Like, remember he was the Bearcat, and they made that the singlet figure. So maybe he just had a bunch of gear they didn't really get mileage out of that he wanted to wear when
they
WWE.
made a singlet figure.
Yeah, and WWE switched him into a singlet.
They made a figure though.
Remember one time
Yeah,
he
that was
wrestled.
the base.
One time he wrestled in like a skirt on Raw. Remember that? And everyone was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, he wore like the basketball kind of pants. I mean, or yeah. He had like the skirt like.
He's having a hard time describing it. Now you know.
Well, anyway, Keith Lee.
Well, it was all cosplay inspired, so yeah.
Keith Lee has two
Anime
figures
inspired.
coming. Who else we got? D. We got the Swerve that we showed off at Live.
First reported
18.
by the Major Pod.
That's right. What else we got here? We got Anthony
Scissor me,
Bowens.
Daddy.
Very cool. Oh, so we don't. I think this is gonna get fixed. This is like, Anthony Bowens
see.
has the Swerve signature on both. I think that's gonna get
Which
fixed.
we saw hardwood never see the light of day, and it was pretty
Yeah.
far along. So
I'm not too worried about this.
hopefully that's caught.
We got Platinum Max looking awesome. Also in the set is Daddy Ass Billy Gunn.
And if you want
And-
all three, you can get the 3-pack on Ringside. Use discount code Major to save.
Which I highly suggest because Billy Gunn is the chase, so he will not
And
be
that
so
hard to get
plentiful.
chase.
Yeah.
And then Tony Storm. Now D. Oh, of course, Ricky Starks as well with the FTW title. And then Tony Storm. Now I'm reading off of D. Freedom's notes that he provided. He said, when Series 14 hits shelves around May, it will be. You guys ready for this? Over 27 months since Keith Lee AEW debut. Over 26 months since Swerve's AEW in-ring debut. And that's what these figures, it depicts their
Or
in-ring
depicting,
debuts.
yes. Yeah.
21 months since Starks held the FTW championship. And 20 months since Tony Storm won the AEW Women's World Championship at All Out 2022. Is this her first figure from AEW or no?
Yep.
Yes.
Bro,
And not to mention
wild.
she's pretty much an entirely different character.
But okay, so this is Keith Lee's first figure, Swerve's first figure. 26 and 27 months to get a figure out? Come on, guys. What are we doing here?
Yeah, not spectacular numbers there. But it's
So-
almost like beggars can't be chooser point here, right?
But my question is, are they ever going to catch up, or are we going to be 27 months behind for the rest of eternity?
And that too.
Because
Great
at one
call.
point, they're going to have to, like, all right, do a hard reset, right?
or make some like serious cuts to what they were doing, and like,
Right.
you know,
or I mean, once again, they have no control over it. But like the Macs and the Bowens, like those technically are outdated as well, but they're timeless because they don't really change up their gear that much. It's not
Yeah.
a radical difference.
Yeah.
Whereas Swerve, he's got different hairstyle now. He's got the ski mask.
I'm
Keith
not
Lee,
even concerned about the
I'm not-
gear. I'm concerned about the human. Took 27 months to come out.
it goes both ways though. It
The
goes both
gear,
ways,
listen,
I
the
think.
guys coming updated looks and gears. It's,
Yeah,
it's,
that's
it's
part,
the
that's
wrestling
part of the
business.
business, right? That's
This
part of the
is-
business.
I'm not sure if Jazzwares has a property like because wrestling is a very different thing than these other
It's a
properties.
different
you know,
animal,
like-
yeah.
27
Yeah.
months, D. 27.
It's not like, oh,
I know,
the
I know.
Squishmallows updated their gear. We got to correct that. Like, that's not something that's
Guys,
going to
we
happen.
know it takes, close to a year for a figure to be made. We're talking over 2 years to get a new character. That's going to
They're
be
going
that's going to be a bad problem to have going forward. That's all I'm
They're
saying.
going off particular reference, and Jazzwares isn't accustomed to also like making wrestling figures that basically the movie, it's a different movie every week. So they're changing outfits. They're not using assets that were like when a movie's filmed or even TV shows and stuff, these assets are made.
No, listen,
years
I
in
totally
advance.
So,
So-
get that. I'm not talking about the outfits. I'm talking about the human. It took them whatever outfit they were wearing. It took them over 2 years to get that human being in plastic form. Like even if it came out a year later, of course the gear is going to be outdated. No shit.
Yeah, that happens. That's a regular
Yeah.
occurrence.
But 2 years to get these people out. So like, when are we going to see like Tony Storm's new girl, like Mariah May, in 2 years?
2.5.
Like Alex Reynolds still never out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nature
I don't
of the
know what's
beast.
going on.
I know, but it's definitely something that needs to be addressed.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
Something needs to be addressed.
Mark, do you have anything to add to this? You're awfully quiet.
I mean, I was trying to. I think that it's just like it's the line, right? Like, you get
Once again, sorry, Mark. Yeah, it's a retail support thing as well. So there's a thing as well to where like this isn't strongly supported. Like Mattel has a large number of SKUs every
But
year.
it was at one
WWE.
point supported very well.
Well, the sell-through can speak for that. So
Yeah.
And I thought like
Sell-through isn't that
adding this,
strong, so-
I thought adding this other line was going to help it. It's almost, I feel like, made it worse.
it's debatable. I mean, I don't have that internal data, but the consumer can see.
It does
like,
feel that way.
the consumer can see like there's issues going on with the Supreme Collection. There's issues going on here, distribution, woes. I mean, like there's various things. So all I can say is just go on to ringsidecollectibles.com, wrestlingfigures.com, get those figures 6 to 9 months in advance.
I would suggest getting yourself your
Use
acclaimed
discount code
3-pack.
Major. Yes.
And not have to worry about finding that Billy Gunn in the wild.
And there are plenty of times that I've never seen a wave at my particular store of AEW figures.
I still have Unmatched Series 3 with Dark Order. Just all there. Every single character.
Well, I've said this before. My area, I never see them. My Walmart, I've never seen it. In my Target, I think I've seen it once. So I don't even remember. Maybe it was Series 1. I actually, I take that back. I never saw Series 1 at all. So maybe Series 2 or 3.
The latest was the Punk that I saw. So that one was shipped out accordingly. So at least in my area.
My local Walmart, the one that near where Broski grew up, has a plethora of purple jacket Jericho's, Eddie Kingston with the shirt, and
yeah.
Thunder Rosa from her initial release. That's about it.
Damn.
Well, what I was trying to say was,
Sorry, Mark.
if you, the guy comes into the company, Swerve comes into the company. At the time, it's like I don't know. They don't know what is going to happen with Swerve. He
Right.
debuted on a pay-per-view. He gets thrown in sort of mid-card stuff right away, right? Like he wasn't like a guy that they're like, gotta fucking make a figure right away. So they put him in a line. And then that line gets extended a little bit or whatever the hell, and then they don't start making his figure for 7 months, and then it takes a year, and then all of a sudden we're at the length of time that we have here. But I think more.
In a way, they're lucking out because of that, because Swerve has become a huge
Yes,
star
right,
in this time period.
Right.
So
Yes.
your point's almost kind of counterproductive here, but
Well, it's come back around. I mean, but just think about like CM Punk comes into the company, everyone stops. We got to make a CM Punk figure, and that first CM Punk figure came out pretty fast.
Right.
So it's not like a matter of like they can't make. It's like those companies that they just can't make a figure or something.
yeah, no. I mean,
The ones we talk about and shit on all the time. When they want to make the figure, when they put the fucking thing to make the figure, it's a reasonable amount of time, and sometimes very fast. So really, it just comes to who they want to make and which line, and I think that just comes back to very big roster, and they're trying to get these different people in and out and have a couple of these lines at a time. But I think I don't know anything about this, but I think things will change as far as the different characters when it comes to this new website. I think that's going to change.
Yeah.
The website could totally change it.
it definitely has potential.
All right, enough AEW talk. Let's talk about this real news. Josh Chernoff teasing not one but 2 new figures and says that more than 2 are coming. We love Chernoff. Started the Premier Streaming Network. We go way back with Chernoff. I'll probably end up getting one of these. I don't know which one. I'm sure he interviewed me in one of these, so I'll get it. I don't know if I need any more Josh Chernoffs in my collection. You know what I'm saying? I think
Wait, you
one's
lost
enough.
this belt?
What's that?
You lost the Wrestling Super Show belt?
I lost it. Yeah, I did. I lost it.
Damn.
The Wrestling Showcase title. Yeah, I lost it.
The white one might be the one that he helped you win the belt in, potentially. Potentially.
I think it might be. You're right. So I'm not quite sure. I'll definitely be supporting Chernoff. He's a big figure fan. He supports us, so we support him. But
I wonder if that's the outfit he was wearing when he ruined my Mother's Day this year, calling me so many times. But I'm not sure.
This is the inside fucking.
Not sure.
My Mother's Day.
Oh boy. Anyway, guys, what about this? Power Town showing off Nick
Bro,
Bockwinkel.
sick.
That's great.
Sick.
By the way, we should have had in follow up. There are knee joints on these.
Yes. It's similar to the Superstars. They're on a disc joint.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the knee is below than above. So
So the quad kind of hangs over a bit.
Yes, yeah.
I think this
Very
is great.
visible from the back. Yeah.
I
Yes.
love the Power Town. I think we talked about last week. It's smart that they're dropping one guy at a time to keep that hype train alive. I don't quite know when these will go up for pre-order. Have they said?
They have not. I can say this.
February.
While we're on Power Towns,
wow.
I got a rough edit of one of the TNA roster reveals.
Yeah.
That's going to be posted hopefully soon. I had chills watching. I was so excited.
Really?
And it's just announcing the talent. It's not like, image of a figure, but I was like,
Oh, I see.
just the realness of it hit me. I was very excited.
With the voice?
I
different narrative.
I made sure to get some shots today, so that there is it's not like a generic thing. Like there's a custom.
No, but I mean, is the Power Town voice doing the reveal?
No, the talent themselves. are speaking. That's what I'm saying. I made sure to get some footage. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for those TNA figures. But Power Town's doing a great job. And we inquired about where's our 2-pack. We're not quite sure. So even that,
Hopefully next week, because we did inquire.
we did inquire because they were first revealed last January, and then we in May had prototypes in hand. So now we're like, okay, where are these guys?
That's about when I expect it to be, if I'm being,
May? You expect May?
not delusional about it. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I don't expect anything earlier than that.
Yeah.
I would have liked it earlier, but it is what it is. Power Town, one of my favorites, so keep supporting them. Interesting, the Quebecers, well, I don't know what Mitch is calling them, but
Canadians.
The Canadians.
the Canadians in a
Yes, my friend.
2-pack.
Can't
That's my
get
friend,
TSA
my friend, my friend Carl from work.
I love these. I don't
from catering.
Carl from work. I literally say, "What's up, Carl?" when I see him.
I don't like the glasses. I've said that, but other than that, I think they look good. The Jacques and Pierre, definitely they missed the boat in the Hasbro days. They definitely Pierre should have got a figure. Quebecers were all over the place. So
I definitely think molded glasses would have been cool because like, who cares about the likeness, right? You know,
It's
agree.
very Hasbro-esque.
yeah, and it would have been Hasbro-y.
Yeah, these are like I don't know. I don't like the glasses. And then also he put up for pre-order Mark Marrow. I think he said, "Oh, we have a pre-order. Let me fucking jump on the Mark Marrow train. Let's fucking really saturate the market all at once." So
Mitch went through the motivational speech too with Kinnick.
businessman Mitch, not really thinking smart, but
Man.
I mean, this looks great though. The
it
face
looks
is
it
awesome.
looks really cool. It
I'm
looks
always
really cool.
keen. I mean, to like, it literally has Macho Man 1's body with body slam arms. Like to me, it just looks so Hasbro-y. I love that.
Yes,
You know?
I really dig it. And then in the news that I don't think any of us saw coming, he apparently signed the Macho Man.
Another one that just stopped me in my tracks.
Like, good for Mitch. Like, he's chasing his dream. He fucking did it. He got the Macho Man. I put this in the Facebook group. Like, Mitch, I'm happy for you. I wish you well. Best wishes. If you fuck this up
Literally,
for any of us,
oof.
you are dead to me. If you do like a fucking NWO logo or something and really fuck this up for anybody, I'm going to be furious. But I'm very, very happy for you.
Macho's widow's going to call WWE back tomorrow.
I don't know what. I mean, listen, Macho had so many looks, but this is from Hassel Toy.
You put a poll up.
They put a poll up. I mean, just looking at that poll, number 5, you
Can't
legally
even touch
cannot
that.
do.
Can't even touch that.
So that's the kind of shit that Mitch, you cannot do stuff like that. You cannot put a WWFE t-shirt on a toy. You just can't do it. Like, I don't know what to tell you, pal. You can't. But having the Macho Man, if there
You
were
know what,
any
Mitch? I think
thousands-
you should do 5, but put that grapplers and gimmicks cartoon of you
Put the
with the
giant
point.
G on it.
With the point, do that. Hot seller.
don't even tempt him. You know he'll do
Golden.
like a New York Comic Con exclusive in a fucking Ziploc bag.
He's gonna give Macho Man's widow a $27 royalty check and ruin this for everybody.
No, but I think if there were any doubters of Mitch, this kind of solidifies that he is the real deal. And I mean, fuck, no matter if you think these are real toys or not, they have the Macho Man, so it's legit now. So I'm very happy for Mitch, but Mitch, please do not fuck this up for everyone else. That's all I'm saying. And then this was late breaking news. Great Muda
Bro, did not see
Wild.
this coming.
stopped me in my tracks. This is by Bandai.
It's a Bandai
Yes.
figure. And then is this
Standalone
the-
figure.
is this
Bandai
the-
makes the SH figure art stuff. Like they make that kind of stuff, but this is not in that scale. This will be in scale. Judging by the millimeter measurement that they gave, this will be in scale. It technically 6.89 inches. So that means if he's 6'2", that translates to 6 3/4 inch scale.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Is this a tribute to Stunt Action Series Triple H?
No, because this like goes in his neck, right?
Yes.
So for those of you listening, this figure is going to be able to spit water
Now this is the weird
as
part.
mist.
Push down on the head, and you can put
But
whatever
okay,
liquids in there. So.
why no one's putting like fucking food coloring in here, so he doesn't spray clear water. So
Yeah.
I would have
come on.
liked
It's still
Mark, this
is adult collectible. This isn't for a kid though.
Yeah,
Like, doesn't
I
make
would have
sense.
liked if they had like
Yeah.
a green mist that they pop into his
Yeah.
like the
It's not,
Goldberg smoke.
not the best for figure photography because then like you have to push on the head and then try to get the mist to come out.
Oh my
So
God, I mean,
Right.
it's
everyone's gonna have to.
not even possible.
Like
Gonna have to
look at that,
Photoshop
like
it.
look
Yeah.
at that photo with that. It will never look like that.
I mean,
No,
that's
you can't-
unbelievable
like,
if that
they
was
can't photograph it
possible.
like
But
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
why couldn't they make that like a plastic piece that went into the mouth?
Yeah, just translucent green.
Wow, that would
That would've been
like
badass.
like the Mattel Goldberg snorting the
Exactly.
smoke. Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
I mean,
perfect.
I'll still be getting this. I think it's
I think I
awesome.
have to get it for like just to know. I do
Yeah.
hope someone said it in one of the comments, and I can't get it out of my head. He should have like finger tape, right?
Yeah.
And that would really add to it. I think.
I mean, maybe there was an occasion to where he didn't have
I
the
know,
finger
but
tape.
Let's not
But
celebrate it.
yeah,
Well, I mean, I think Bandai SH Figure Arts makes some incredible figures, so I'm excited for I know the quality is going to be good. It's not like it's this new company.
That
like
too,
the,
right? Yeah, we know that.
Like the Zac Efron, we're not sure. We know the quality is going to be there, but
No info on scale.
No,
Yeah,
he
No,
said it.
scales regular Mattel
Yeah.
Elite.
it's going to be in scale. It's basically just an ultimate with with no drop down hips, and it's got a ab crunch instead of a rocker. So pretty much you're getting the same amount of articulation that you are in an Ultimate, pretty much.
A little sad. I do wish this was just a Storm.
Storm makes some great stuff.
Yeah.
And Ringside has
He'd be
awesome
buff.
exclusives there.
He'd be gigantic.
Yeah.
That's the only thing with Storm is that they just put everyone on the gas.
Yeah, they're all a little puffy, but
Yeah.
to me, that's never going to be a action figure thing I'm going to harp on because action figures are all
Right.
aesthetically pleasing, right? To the most
Yeah.
point.
Right.
But this definitely can go with the Mattels. Like whereas the Storm, they're all 7-inch scales, so they're like Power Towns to where they don't exactly fit in, and the Storms are like the Minoru Suzuki or whatever. That's gigantic.
Right.
He's as big as Hogan.
Yeah. All right. I get it. Anything else, D, or we got Ringside news?
Think that's it. Got the Macho Bendy. Nick posted photos of that.
And
Let's
an
wait,
exclusive music video we got too, right?
We have that. We can show the Macho
We do
Bendy.
it.
It should be shipping.
Is there no audio?
No,
Yeah,
No
audio?
audio.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But the
I mean, it's got like the track or whatever that Kinnick put in, and Wi-Fi is making it look like a potato.
well, the Macho Man that should have come out in the Just Toy series.
1994.
We read
30
it.
years in the making, guys.
It's so incredible. It's in hand. So you will maybe by Friday, some of you might be getting shipping notifications for this.
Wow, nice.
So we're very excited about this. This is in hand, based off the figure that was supposed to come out in '95, based off the original artwork. We even got the original artist, Guy Dorian, to draw the card, which is awesome. So really, really cool.
And it was the art that he had. Like, he didn't just make this up for us.
Right,
It was
this
the
was-
actual
this-
art
this was
that was
gonna
going to
be
be
the
on the
art.
packaging.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is as close to the real thing as you're going to get. All official, all officially licensed. Ooh, yeah. The Macho Man, Randy Savage. So, yeah, if you didn't order it from us, check the secondary market, pal, because the pre-order was the order. So, don't worry. There's going to be other machos along the way. But we have some Ringside news, guys. Reminder to check out Ringside Collectibles Royal Rumble sale for some huge figure deals coming in this week. We'll talk about it in a little bit. 3 Faces of Foley, Ringside exclusive with Dude Love, Mankind, and Cactus Jack. Back in stock, Ultimate Edition 19 with Kurt Angle, Bianca Belair, and Bobby Lashley. Also, Dominic Mysterio, Elite 105, and Rhea Ripley, Elite 102. Ooh, I guess they could just order just the guy and the girl, just standalone figures. That's cool. And expected in soon, the acclaimed AEW Ringside exclusive with Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, and
Let's
Billy
go.
Gunn. Unmatched Series 8 with Malachi Black, Brody King, Penta, Buddy Matthews, and CM Punk. And now it's time for the Ringside Top 10. This episode of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has been brought to you by Ringside Collectibles, the #1 online retailer of WWE action figures.
Go to WrestlingFigures.com and make a purchase, and when you do, use discount code MAJOR at checkout to save 10%.
Ringside Top 10. Brand new figures, how much did you spend? Ringside Top 10. 40 figures, exhausting mailmen. Ringside Top 10. Another sale, and Sami Zayn's #1 again. Ringside Top 10. Use code MAJOR for discount at the end.
All right, number 10, Grayson Waller, White and Pink, Elite 107. Number 9, Chad Gable, Elite 106. Number 8, Dominic Mysterio, Elite 105. Number 7, Cody Rhodes, Red Tights, Elite Top Picks. Number 6, Rhea Ripley, Elite 102. Number 5, Logan Paul, Elite Top Picks 2024. Number 4, Scott Steiner, Elite 105. Number 3, the 10-pack of display stands from Mattel Figures, Clear. Number 2, the Usos Bloodline Ultimate Edition Ringside exclusive. And number 1, Cody Rhodes Elite 101.
Nice.
All right, and up next is weekly purchases brought to you by Major Bendies.
All right, guys, if you didn't know, now you're going to know. Matt and I have started our own toy line. Major Bendies are here. Assortments of modern-day superstars and the legends, and we've even expanded with the big rubber guys.
That's right. We have Major Bendies. We have the big rubber guys, just like those LJNs from your childhood. Every month, we have new Major Bendies, new big rubber guys, and now we have licenses like Jay and Silent Bob. So check out all these figures over on MajorBendies.com. Some might cost a little. Some might cost a lot. But I'm the $1,000 broski. And your figures will be bought. All right, weekly purchases brought to you by Major Bendies. Use the hashtag Major Bendies every single week. Whether it be your big rubber guys or your Major Bendies, if we choose your picture or video, you'll get an exclusive prize. This one comes from Roman Wrestling _ Got mine. Hashtag Major Bendies, always scratching that figure itch. Just posted the picture of him buying the Jay and Silent Bob. So we appreciate that support.
Appreciate that. On sale now.
Getting a little prize ski. All right, weekly purchases. Do we all start on the same thing? Do we got to do it?
Yeah.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Finally got it. TNA.
My man.
TNA superstar AJ Francis, a.k.a. Top Dollar from Ringside Collectibles, available now.
Wow.
In a heated rivalry with Joe Hendry going on right now, TNA Wrestling.
We all got that, right?
Yep, Top Dollar in the house.
But
Oh, you were talking about... Oh, okay. 3 faces of Foley, everyone.
man,
Look at this box.
this box is incredible. Perfect for signing. Mick Foley knows the deal. He knew.
I went to get my Let 'Em Breathe box cutter that I so enjoy using.
Yes.
There's no tape, so you can reseal this and not damage it.
Ah, I like that.
Genius, right?
You could even mix up the order if you would like.
You can mix up the order. You can get them signed. I mean, you can get it signed on. Oh wait, no, you can't. No, yeah. So there's no plastic. It's not like double plastic.
No, right. They just kind of go in.
So you open the top there. The top opens, and then you can pull the figures out, and they're all separate packages.
It's like a thing of luggage. It's not even like packaging.
All in their own individual box.
Can we go in our chronological order?
Which would be Cactus first?
Cactus, Mankind, Dude Love. Now these are sealed.
I love all these packages. I really do. I dig them big time. All right, we're going to go with Cactus first.
Yeah, I think we should go WCW style Cactus Jack.
The one thing I don't like, being nitpicky, it's got like what I wish the logo was on his shirt as the background, that wanted. But we never got this version of Cactus Jack, this WCW version.
And there was like no merch at the time or logos or anything. So what would you do?
No, I get it. I absolutely get it. The first face of Foley, Cactus Jack, hit the mainstream in WCW. Here he built the foundation for his hardcore style. Let's let him breathe, huh?
Look at this ringside style diorama.
Oh, very cool.
Is what the back of the packaging is.
That's just an added bonus. I like that.
There's an added bonus, yeah. This is like maybe the most mulleted Mick Foley figure of all time.
The most what?
Mulleted. I just made up a word for you guys.
I opened the wrong one. What an asshole. So they each have
soft goods. I like the knee pads on the outside.
I love the bang bang hands, the face, the soft good shirt's really nice. I believe his wife made him this shirt.
And it's got like 2 components to it. It's got like a pleathery.
Yes.
This is sick, actually.
It's got the cactus on the legs.
The Bang Bang hands, which I don't know why you would stray from, but he has C grips if you want.
You gotta display it doing the bang bang.
I
Yeah,
mean,
what are you doing?
What are you nuts?
I mean,
Are you nuts?
this is the only. There's two previous Cactus Jack figures from Mattel, and none of them have the bang bang hand. So I would like one day to get that iconic, 97, 98 Cactus Jack.
Yeah,
with the bang
obviously,
bang.
there's still meat on the bone for that, right? What's an option?
This is a really great figure. I love the leopard boots.
See, like I said, it's very melody, like compared to other Foley figures, because this is such an early rendition. Maybe this is the earliest rendition of him ever done.
Yeah, I like the hair tied in the back.
Yeah, nice look.
Really cool.
Yeah, I'm in on this.
I'm all in on this Cactus
Oh,
Jack.
going right on my WCW shelf.
I was gonna say,
We're done
yeah.
with it.
Right on that Dub Sid Dub.
It's
shelf.
helpful. It's helpful. I mean, look, in the packaging, like Broski says, maybe you would prefer a WWF one, but if you're opening these, it kind of
Yes.
helps you a little bit. It
Right,
fits a
because
hole.
There is no WCW Cactus, and you need one. I mean, that's where he made a name for himself.
Right.
Here we go. Mankind.
All right. So talk to me, Brian. I have that great Mankind, the original one.
I'm assuming
Amazon
this
one?
is going to be an update.
This is just an update, right?
Again,
Oh, wait, do you have
added
the-
value.
Do you have the Amazon one or the one that was in the regular Elite series?
They're like
The regular
they're like
Elite
almost
series
the
that
same
hair
figure.
comes off.
This one does too, though. By the way,
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Elite series doesn't have the proper Mankind cool boots.
yeah, that's the one I have had forever. I believe I'm going to be cutting it. Oh, this is awesome. I might try to pose this sitting if I can. My display. I love the. Oh, is that a brand new hand?
The Mandible Claw.
I think it is. It's really cool. Like the logo on the back is raised, and the front.
I love the shirt. I love that it has the scar on the arm, the Mandible Claw. I like the strand of hair you can place in it nicely.
Yeah, where's? Oh, okay. I'm like, where's it go? Let's see.
That's unique. It's different from the last time.
Oh my God, that's you can't even see it when it's in.
Right?
Holy cow!
Really well done. I just dropped it. I think my cat.
John, we need a replacement.
John,
John on the horn?
I'm serious about the hair.
All right. So let me show you this. I have the other one.
He's I have him. He's already bagged, ready for a whatnot stream.
Oh, this is definite upgrade.
Yeah.
Can I say one nitpick though?
Okay.
No knee pads.
I was thinking that, but is that? I'm like looking at Marks and I don't like the knee pads. They're like the wrong color or something.
But they should be black knee pads, shouldn't they?
Black?
Black. No, is it not?
How about this? I sat mine in
Wow.
crisscross applesauce.
Wow. That's awesome.
If I can get that to balance, I might go with that in myself.
This is a great Mankind.
I think
So
I
the
can.
new
actually.
head is an upgrade, 100%.
Yeah.
100. This is his classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crazy
The body,
Mind games. That's what I want.
the body is fine, is the same basically. The wristbands are new or different.
The gauntlets.
Yeah.
The
And then,
hair is really incredible. The hair is my favorite part.
Yes, that bald spot in the hair is awesome, and it looks like. Yeah, and like you said, the boots are way better. So yeah, this is certainly an upgrade. So yeah, I'll be switching. I definitely will be switching.
Gotta be switching.
Guys,
Yep.
is up next a moment 5 years in the making on this podcast.
Dude Gate no more.
It's a redemption unboxing.
This is unbelievable, guys. The original Dude Love figure, he wore a tribal shirt. So much so that we went to wrestling figure court. We took Bill McKenna to court over this.
We had Mick
After all these
Foley.
years.
We had Mick Foley on this very show weigh in with what he thought.
Let's open it, baby.
Look at that! Look at all that tie dye. All he can handle. I mean, we should say all three figures have alternate C grips that you could use for alternate posing, but I feel like the hands they come with are like pretty perfect.
I love the soft goods tie-dye shirt. I love the tattoo. I wasn't sure if they were going to include the drawn-on tattoo, which they did.
Oh, wow.
Man, this soft goods is perfect.
Oh, my God. This is like night and
Bro,
day.
even the back has the, have mercy,
Oh.
with the block logo.
Oh,
They've
my
never done
God. I was
that.
not expecting that.
They've never done that, have they? Put
Oh,
the
my, this
logo
is
back?
redemption. Holy smokes.
Wow.
Look at that. He's got like the singlet
Have
underneath.
mercy.
It's full singlet underneath. Shades. We pop the shades in the.
This soft goods feels so nice.
Yeah.
All right, boys. I got both of the dude loves here.
Oh, boy. It's going to be a bloodbath. That last one we had to decipher. This is going to be.
Here we go. We've got the new one,
Yeah.
and we got the old one.
Oh my God! Look how
Oh, my
shitty.
God.
Look how Mattel really put that out proudly.
Wow.
Famously, I didn't mind this dude love. I thought
Come
it was
on.
fine. But when you have these,
I think once someone says, like, what is that shirt? You can't.
You can't
rid of
unsee it. It's
Yeah.
fucking tribal. Oh, I guess they did have the black logo on the top there too. Okay.
I don't remember that at all, but
Yeah, me
because we
neither.
destroyed it so much. But
Yeah.
dude, this is.
no
this is
frizzles on the frizzle on the front of the shirt, but no frizzle on the back.
I'm okay with that. No one's posing it ass first, dude.
It's a little weird though, I would say.
I mean, it's weird, but like, if you're posing like this, what's wrong with you?
This is such a great figure. I can't even.
Yeah,
These are awesome.
Mick, what a convention genius that he complained and got this to be three separate pieces that he can sign, and his beautiful autographs that he takes his time with on all three.
Yeah.
You know, pretty freaking cool, man.
I think, man, I think this could be up there for figure of the year. This dude love, ringside exclusive.
Man, I love it.
I don't know which one. It's funny because I was bashing this Cactus Jack, like the one I wanted the least, but it might be my favorite of the three though.
It's
It's
I actually-
not that I don't like it. I just don't like it in this set.
Yeah, right. When you take it out of the when
because this feels like a WWE product, and then there was like
Right.
this, whoa, WCW,
Right.
clearly Cactus
Right,
Jack, yeah.
Right.
yeah, but in a vacuum, when you're just looking at the figure, it's great. The boots are fucking awesome.
I'm literally staring at all three of these posed on my desk in front of me. They're all they're sick.
Yes.
Sick.
What a great job from Ringside. These are you can pre-order them right now. Available soon.
Must haves.
Must-haves.
Must-haves.
Absolute must-haves. Man.
Not insane amount of like crap that you're not using. Just the C grip hands and put in a baggie.
Dude, literally, I'm looking at these sea grips going in a tote, and
Yep.
these guys are going right in the shelf.
Are you
Yep.
guys putting the hair in the Mankind?
Yeah.
Yep.
Were you able to get it all the way in?
Yeah. Easy.
It literally
Real
fits
good.
like, broski, it fits where you can't, I can like barely find it again.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Mine's not really going in that nice.
You have it upside down?
Maybe that's it. I gotta figure it out.
Ugh.
Be it.
Yeah. When you find the way it goes in, it goes perfect.
It was upside down. Wow, this is incredible, dude. You know what? I might go back and say maybe this Mankind could be figure of the year.
They're all great.
The knee pads bother me, and one thing, this is really nitpicking. Like, guys, you listen here because we nitpick, right? Like the bone crunching Mankind had that molded forearm hair, and I've just been begging for some forearm hair for
All right.
years.
I think you're just sentimental to that forearm here.
He's
got the scar.
The scar's cool.
The face is such an upgrade, and that bald spot on his head that was so.
Oh, yeah.
Great job from Mattel. Great job from Ringside.
Man, these rule.
I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that.
Man, I'm gonna
Fantastic.
watch some Mankind
I'm going
matches
to watch
tomorrow at the gym.
freaking Mind Games.
Hell
Man,
yeah!
next year,
great
I-
idea.
I could totally see this winning exclusive of the year. I could see it winning. I could see it maybe winning a figure of the year. I could see it winning 3-pack or multi-pack of the year.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
since you bring that up, by the way, I don't know if we've talked about this. A lot of people
Still mad?
on Broski's side.
On my side, I was right about
Whatever.
that.
Tell him to F off. I I feel like I'm hosting Broski's Whatnot stream with that response.
Tell him that. Okay. I will. Guys,
All right. Other purchases, guys?
that's it for me, actually.
I'm assuming Broski got this as well. I don't know if Mark got, but look at this one-man gang from Zombie Sailor Toys. I mean, I'm not the biggest like one-man gang guy, but this is like
Unreal.
a beauty. Yeah, just an absolute beauty.
What I absolutely
Stunner.
loved about this is that the torso is reused from King Kong Bundy. Like you could see the singlet line. Mm-hmm. And I absolutely love that. To me, that screams Hasbro.
Yeah, it's fun.
You know,
Yeah.
but also it's not just a straight up repaint because look at the lower legs are brand new boots and stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just look at the detail on everything here.
The soft goods are exceptional.
Unbelievable. I
Really
love this
cool.
figure.
I kind of, now that we keep getting these, and I was playing around with a bunch of Heels and Faces today, kind of sad ours don't have hands that rotate.
I know.
I know, right?
Yeah.
The whole first set.
I love this was one just order and here it is. I love that. I think this could be his new business model.
Oh, yeah, it would be great.
And while I ordered that, I also ordered another Raven
To play with. I did the same. I
Play
did the
with.
same thing. That's so funny.
because I'd never taken the jacket off, so I took it off for the first time.
Same. I'm like scared to touch mine, so I got one to like mess around with. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like unbelievable. This Raven.
Yeah.
So
I didn't realize
think
the shirt's like double sided.
Yeah, I love everything about the Raven. Raven, I thought it was cool, but it's like way better to me now because you could just it looks like a real Hasbro when you pull those arms down.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know it has the added articulation, but Zombie's been absolutely killing it with these things. I'm a huge supporter and fan of the Heels and Faces, but yeah, that one man gang, that's something else for sure.
Pretty cool. And it's I really like the I know we didn't unbox it, but it had like a blue carding, but not like a Hasbro blue carding. It was very nice.
Yeah.
And then it said Series 3, so I'm assuming when all those come, you know, like Hercules and Roma, they're all gonna be
When it comes, it comes.
in that style, hopefully.
And hopefully the Smart Mark is coming soon. But to hold
Yeah,
me
what the
over, from Mark Cochran, I finally splurged. I got that Smart Mark head.
Bro, that's from like 8 years ago. You finally got that?
I finally got it. So what do I need to buy? I need to buy that basic Miz
That's
know,
what I put on that
basic
Miz. Yeah.
and,
And
like
then-
an Austin finger point.
Yep.
And that's
Or-
it.
Finger point.
Bobby the Brain has
the
finger
figure point has been on,
Yeah.
dude, a million figures at this point.
Yeah, you
I-
have you have that in a bag somewhere.
Yeah.
So Mark Cochran, thank you very much. It's a very cool head. I like it.
Yeah,
And
he did
I-
a great job. You know what's crazy? In the pandemic, literally all I did, guys, just like I didn't even like this guy's like, I'm gonna make a 3D head of you. Okay. So I literally took my cell phone, went like this, that's it.
Really?
He made that head out of it. That's insane.
I didn't even know you like participated. I thought you just did it from like a photo. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it was 4 cell phone photos in my
Got it.
living room.
Well, so maybe next week I'll have that updated, Mark. To be honest, I was holding out because I thought Jazz Bears was gonna fucking make it, and they haven't.
Yeah.
So
Not
it's like,
happening.
well, I
You're,
can't wait another.
you're on the list with Cole Cabana and Alex Reynolds. And
Yeah, I can't wait
Others.
that long, pal. Some other
I
stuff
appreciate
I got. Ghostbusters stuff. I got this. I'm a big Marshmallow Man fan. This is like a stretchy marshmallow. I love stretchy figures. And I love Marshmallow
What the
Man
heck?
figures.
Who
So
makes
I had
that?
to get this. I forget a Goo Ninja or something like that, or Ninja Goo. They do other figures like this.
I like that.
Kinnick, are you listening? I want some major pod stretch wrestlers. I do. I'm a big sucker for stretch wrestlers, so I had to get this. I'll also rapid fire through this. I got Dr. Henry Jones for my retro Indiana Jones from The Last Crusade.
Well, you finally watched it.
I finally watched it. I
finally
like
watched it. Now he's buying all the products.
What I like about these retro figures is like this didn't come out, but it still has the retro look. I really, really dig that. I'm not going to be a completist on all these, but I just got a bunch for my Indiana Jones display. I'm the Indie God. I feel like I need some of this in my collection. And my Indie God Major Bendy has this style packaging, so I love this packaging. So I got that. I will let that breathe. You guys get anything else?
My last thing of the week. I'm actually very excited to open this because I'm so curious. Shop AEW Pro Wrestling Tees
sweet.
exclusive Bloody Eddie Kingston.
That is
and we
incredible.
know this is the last exclusive they're going to have. So I thought it was cool. I'm a mark for bloody figures. So I thought, you know what? I got to inspect. Pretty insane Photoshop here because that's him wearing a Yankee shirt on the pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
Mark?
Oh yeah.
So pretty cool. Bust her
Coming out
open
with the gas can.
and the figure goes in. So limited to 3,000 here.
How is that not sold out? I mean, that's such a
It's
cool
not?
fucking figure.
I was going to ask.
Oh,
We
is
got an
it? Is
update
it
on
sold out? Maybe it is.
I don't know.
I'll
We
check.
have an update. Live update, Mark. Pretty damn cool, man. Covered in blood.
Wow.
Holding the gas can.
That's so cool, man.
It's really cool. I love that it depicts a real moment. I get it. You can't put a Yankee logo on it.
Yeah.
But it's pretty fun.
It looks like a custom, with the,
Remember when the pictures came out? We went,
Yeah.
oh, that's fake. Yeah, what is that?
I love it. It looks really cool.
I love bloody wrestling figures. Obviously, Jazzware is doing it better than anyone's ever done, in the history of wrestling figures. Really embracing it, but that looks
Boys,
awesome.
it is still available. I'm buying one right now.
Wow.
There you go.
Look at that. Look, I caused a sale.
$49.99. Not bad for
Not bad.
Out of, what is it? Out of 3,000? You said?
Out of 3,000, yeah.
Yeah, come on. $49.99. Whoa.
Which
Oh,
is what
shit.
the low
60.
end
I'm gonna
of
pay
those
60.
chases are, and people pay $100 to them when they see them on eBay and shit.
Yeah. I got two other things. I got this Miz Funko Pop, and I had Chelsea bring it to Raw to get it signed. I had this pop for a while, but then when I started doing the signed versions, I'm like, fuck, I need a Miz one. So there it is.
Has he had multiple or just that one?
No, just this one.
Okay.
So I got this Miz Funko Pop sign from Chelsea. And the last thing I got from Papa Bear Paul of the Card Foundation podcast, he got a couple things from me. He added another one of the Chelsea greens. Chelsea's like, I have that. I'm like, no, you don't. This is a 9 out of 10. This Panini.
Whoa. That's a rare
9
boy.
out of 10. I also got this. Listen, Paul, he warned me this was not going to grade high, but I've been looking for this for years. So I had bought one raw and graded it. It was only a 5, but it's Christian's rookie card. So, I'll have to upgrade it eventually.
Do you have the scanner, like the pop?
I don't have this.
I wonder what the pop is and how much higher.
Can I figure that? How long is that going to take?
Do you have the PSA app?
No, but how long is it?
It'll
to
take
download that?
it'll take seconds.
So, Christian's one of my favorite wrestlers, even though he ignores my text. So I had to.
Mark, does he talk to you at work, Jay?
I don't. He's more Dynamite nowadays.
Oh, I thought he was a collusion guy.
Yeah.
So what's it called? PSA?
Mm-hmm.
PSA grading. Okay.
Did you get anything, Mark?
No, that's it. I just got the 3-pack.
You just got Eddie Kingston.
And I
AEW?
just bought Eddie Kingston, yes.
Yeah.
Do you have to sign in, or can you just scan?
Well, I'm pretty sure you can just scan.
Look up.
So if it should be as soon as you open it. Yeah.
Okay.
Scan the barcode on the back, the little broski QR thing.
Okay. This one was on the front.
Well, they both work.
Whoa. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Population 1. Pop higher 0.
That's crazy. So you have the best one in the world right now. You got to hang on to that.
Whoa. Maybe that's why it was so hard to find.
Yeah. Damn.
The only PSA graded rookie in the. Why is that, you think?
Maybe it's just an undervalued card. People haven't realized.
Damn.
I mean, people do count the BBM that you have as his rookie.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the last thing I got some ticket stubs graded. You might saw some of this online because I posted, but this one was really cool. Okay, right here I got this. This is May 1st, 2007. Major Brothers defeat Marcus Corvan and Matt Stryker. This is our WWE
That
debut.
probably is the only ticket that you have that I'm jealous of. I would like to have that.
It's a cool one, right?
That's like nothing of significance happened besides our debut, technically.
You know what?
And that might and to some people that might be no significance. You know,
Isn't that weird that someone just had this? Why would they keep this ticket? You know,
I
So it's like
I have my tickets to everything I ever went to. So
true, I guess. But
From
you
a
know what's
certain
really
point
cool?
on.
Just by chance, the color of the ticket is the color of the gear we wore that night.
that's super weird.
Right?
I mean, that's like a great ticket just because it has all the color still and
Yeah.
no fading.
Another ticket I have. It's December 29th, 2009. It reads, Zack Ryder defeats Tommy Dreamer. This is when I retired Tommy Dreamer, but yet he's still wrestling. But this is it.
Is he still a champion?
No,
he
Crazy
lost.
Steve beat him at Hard to Kill. Thank God.
yeah.
Crazy Steve. But this is when I retired Tommy Dreamer. And last but not least, we have Sunday, April 2nd, 2023, Chelsea Green WrestleMania debut. So
I might have asked this. Where did you get that?
Knick gave me this ticket. So I don't know where he got it, but it says
Where did he
not
get it?
valid for entry.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what
know
it's like
what
a
it
friends
is.
and family ticket or something.
I don't know, but here it is right there. So I love these graded ticket stubs. I would like to display them somehow, but I don't know how I would do that. You know?
The problem. I love the tickets, and I love when they're like sentimental to my career and a keepsake that I want forever, and it's encapsulated. And it's a wonderful thing, but they come in all different sizes and crap. So like, what do you do with it? You know, like you can't even put them in a stack. Like they're all.
Right.
Yeah, it's what it is.
So I dig it. I love that we're grading everything these days. But if anything, I'm not doing it to gain value. I'm doing it to preserve it.
Same.
If anything.
Same. When it's mine that I want to keep. I mean, I'm doing it to flip sometimes, of course.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
yeah. But
Sure.
when it's something I want in my collection forever, it just makes it more ideal.
Yes. Yeah, someone was asking on Whatnot today, like, why do you sign so much stuff knowing that it's going to lower the value of your signature? I said, bro, my signature's not worth anything. You know, no one's going on eBay and spending, and I don't think any wrestling signature is really worth money. I think people
Unless
are
you're
paying,
dead.
Well, sure. But I think when people go to autograph signings, yes,
the
they're paying for the
experience.
signature. Yes, the experience. Whether they're picking something off your table or bringing one of their items, you know, it's the experience you're kind of paying for.
And I think Whatnot is similar to that because it is like you're interacting. It's not like you just randomly got off eBay. So I think there is.
Right.
I
Absolutely.
think there's a base value to your autograph.
Yeah, but not like epic.
$300. No.
No, it's not even. Most wrestler autographs just by themselves not worth a tremendous amount, you know?
But it depends. Like some people who take care of their stuff, you know, like MJF, I feel like we found that like his autograph's probably worth like $100, and that's based on the fact.
But on what though? Like on what?
That's because he charges so much for it.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it depends on who it is. But if we sold an MJF action figure,
MJF is going to be a big event in March here in Long Island. There's nothing he won't sign for you. You just got to pay for it.
right, and it's gonna be $100.
Yeah.
But he is cultivated that $100.
But I think it's worth it. To what we said, I think you're paying for the experience because if you put a MJF 8x10 on eBay at 0 cents, I don't think it'd get up to $100.
No.
8x10, yeah, 8x10. You're
That's
right.
what
So
we're
it's
saying.
not the signature.
Not the same.
But the figure, I guess what
Even
what I'm
his
thinking about
cards,
is if you
his
sell-
cards, his pack pulled signatures in his cards might not even go for that much. You know what I mean?
right?
Yeah.
But if we
But
sell
you
the-
meet Max, you pay him $100. He throws your action figure at your face and he
For
smudges
the
it.
experience.
Now you talk about
Yes,
that
but
forever.
we know that we have MJF action figures that we, you know, if you sold one on Whatnot, it'd be $20 or less. But then you put the autograph on it, it's $120. That's
Yeah,
what
and
I'm
think,
talking about.
I think the selling point on that, which usually I say out loud in my auctions, are, hey, he's my friend and did this for me. Test your luck meeting him in person and see what happens if you
Right, we say that.
you want something particular, or, you know, still in mint condition. Good luck.
Rocker Dan says vendors sell MJF autos for $30, but I guess it depends on what it's on.
Yeah.
Because you're right, an 8x10 is what it is.
Yeah.
But that action figure is something special, or an actual piece, or whatever. But
Of course, there's always exceptions.
yeah,
All right, so is up next weekly purchases for the major marks, the major mark purchases of the week.
yep. All right, here we go. Major mark purchases of the week. This is a nice little story. Chris Clack says, I was born, raised, and currently live in West Virginia. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. Wow, what a random fucking set of figures.
Right, this is more
like-
about the story. So
like,
big
what's going on
televised
here?
wrestling shows were few and far between. My very first wrestling show was a televised live Raw in 1997, something I recently watched on Peacock and actually found myself on the broadcast. After inspiration from the group, I decided to start a collection of figures from wrestlers on that show in as close to their most accurate depictions as possible.
I love
What?
The first two are Jack's Ringside Collection Vince and Classic Superstars Bob Holly. A sin to mix together on one shelf, but necessary nonetheless. This collection already brings me back to that very first wrestling show almost 30 years ago and makes me feel like a kid again. Nice little story.
What about that hardcore Holly? I'm sorry, that Bob Sparkle Holly come with a hardcore title.
That's the things that I know we were putting over Classic Superstars early in the show, but those are some things I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, that's what you said to him when Broski said, I'm going to get everything. And you're like,
Yeah.
but why?
Yeah.
But why?
Also, that post just made me think like, and I don't even know if it's possible anymore. Like we never got like a true like announcer 97 Vince like that, like elite.
No, I wish we
Yeah,
did.
it sucks.
All right, Christy Giovanni says, Nicholas Pritchard. While this is not technically a purchase, I did get this in this week. I am a day one Patreon member. I
Thank
have
you.
never been the first time in the line winner or Classic Superstar winner. I retweet / post the pin tweet every week. And finally, a couple weeks ago, get my name called out on the pod and receive this ringside exclusive hook. My collection is not very big, but once I get to have it all displayed, this will be front and center.
I like that.
Love it.
I like that nice little redemption story. I don't know.
I dig it.
Nicholas Pritchard.
And a big week for Hook too, guys.
Yeah.
Another Vince.
Another Vince here. Christy Giovanni says, purchased my first LJN figure. Toy Vomit posted a sale in the group that included a minty Vince McMahon LJN, but sold pretty quickly. So I reached out, and he said he had another one in less better shape, but for less money. I took the deal, and for a 35-year-old figure, it's not in bad shape. I may keep as is or make a project out of it and get it repainted.
That's one of my favorite LJNs, and I clock it to a degree. It's gone up significantly over the years.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
Jeff Managlia, he says, story time with Jeffy Bebe. Was on a road trip with my brother, Nick, this weekend to Raleigh, North Carolina for a double shot weekend of Deadlock Pro Wrestling shows.
Bro,
We visited...
free TNA tickets I had for this guy, and he went on a goddamn road trip.
Oh, you
Left
son
his
of a bitch.
home base.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, son of a gun.
We visited Cro-Mag Toys. First of all, we walk in, and who do I see chilling on the shelf but a Series 1 Matt and Brian Major Buddies.
Which
That was
is
pretty
rare
cool.
as hell, by the way.
Yeah, this is just chilling on the shelf. They had a decent wrestling figure selection on the shelves and pegs, but then I saw it. By the glass counter, on the floor, were 2 to 3 boxes of minty Jack's BCA figures. Pick in replies. As well as Bendham's. They had almost every single Series 1 and 2 figures. And here's the real shocker. The price is unreal. Could not believe how decently priced these were. There were a Series 1 Diesel for $20, a Series 1 Razor for $50, Bad Boys Series 4 Awesome for $40, etc. But then I saw him, Shawn Michaels, Series 1 for $40. So there we go.
Very sentimental for that time period. HBK is my favorite wrestler in the whole world.
Great deal. Sometimes you just find those awesome. They look in pretty good shape. There's, I guess, some wear there on the top of the box, but really good. All right, we brought this up earlier. Here he is, Marcus Brandon. I've been waiting for this mannequin to come back in stock for months so it would match my other one. In 2022, I bought Brian's major PBR gear, and the end of 2023, I was able to grab mats off Whatnot. Now, with the two of them together and matching mannequins, my major PBR setup is complete. I feel like the major PBR has become such a big part of the podcast, and I'm thrilled to have both of these gear sets in my collection. Awesome.
Brian, hear me out here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Major pod players. So it has like major players logo, major pod logo, ringside, and PBR. We're almost like Brock Lesnar with like the Jimmy Johns and all the other stuff.
A Sparky Plug race car.
Yeah. What do you think there?
Sure. Maybe we can wear it for that match I brought
That's
to
what
the
I'm
table
thinking.
before
But
we started recording.
Maybe we got one of these companies to pay for it.
There we go.
Hey, fuck off, Mark. Major Players gear is fucking expensive, bro. You know those robes?
Oh, goddamn.
You know what a fucking
Oh,
robe
I
is?
didn't say anything. Of course. Why would you not?
Bro,
Pretty great.
You know how many times in my career I spent more money on the gear than the match? Sometimes I think it pays off. Like obviously that deathmatch GCW. Sometimes it doesn't. It's funny. I just did. Mackenzie Mitchell came over. She's filming a new YouTube show on gear, which is like really really cool. I think you guys are gonna really enjoy it. And we covered like a lot of like my gear and stuff like that. But like gear is so fascinating, because there's some people who like, they don't know what the fuck they don't like. Ziggler doesn't give a shit. I don't think Ziggler
I think he cares, just not as much as
no.
your average
I don't
pro
think
wrestler.
I don't think he has a sentimental bone in his body. So I don't think there's any sentimental stuff
Oh,
behind
no,
his gear.
yeah.
Where,
Then
like,
again, like, where is it? Does he sell it? Like, does he have his like Money in the Bank gear and then what he cashed in gear? I don't know.
I would love to know that stuff. I
Yeah.
think Brian and I, obviously, because we're in the toy business, and we think, ooh, this could be a future figure.
Yeah, and we think along those lines for everything. Yeah.
But
I forgot that PBR bought that.
yeah,
I forgot.
of course they
I
did.
thought that we just got it and ourselves.
They paid.
Yeah, that was the one. The second match I was wearing it. John Schuyler was teasing like a Walls of Jericho on me. He goes, in mid match, he goes, "You got a big hole in your dick, buddy." I'm like, "Come on, man." It was like Gallows Championship Wrestling.
All right, Joby Giacaruso.
This is nuts.
Joby Giacaruso. I would like to submit my
What
application
is
to be
this?
the Michael Jordan of Back to the Future collectibles. We've talked about this before, actually.
It's a
The
flux
full cast,
capacitor.
the full cast autographed hoverboard, and the teaser poster from Part 2. Now, to complete the trifecta, I have a prop replica 1 of 300 flux capacitor signed by Doc Brown himself.
I've thought about buying something like this, and maybe one day I will when I have the bigger room. Looks incredible.
Whoa.
All right, I don't know what
What?
this is. Joseph James says, just got in my custom Clerks 30th anniversary skate decks. Kevin Smith absolutely loves it, and I'm glad they came out so nice. These are getting signed by 15 cast members for said anniversary. Happy anniversary to the Cult
Whoa,
Classic
that's a
Cake.
cool item.
And he's going to sell these?
I'm not sure. I don't really know.
It sounds like he's got. Why would you need 10, 15?
He has 15 of them. They're going to get signed,
Yeah.
I guess. They're part of. I don't know if he's working with the event. I'm not sure. More detail there, buddy. All right.
Yeah, our Clerks bonus episode drops February 1st if you're majormarks.com.
February 1st, we watched Clerks. Yes. All right, check this out. All right. Zachary Levy. Jingle All the Way has always been my favorite movie of all time. It epitomizes everything I loved about my childhood and the 90s. I vividly remember seeing it in theaters at the Broadway Mall in 1996. As an adult, I've acquired the original Turbo Man, the Funko remake, and the Funko Pops. I've also picked up some cheaper miscellaneous items and replica props from the movie along the way. However, I've always wanted a real prop. For years, I'd look at them on eBay, but common sense would always get the better of me, and I'd never pull the trigger. Fast forward to this year, and the movie review you all did a few weeks ago made me itchy. So I present to you an original booster prop from the film.
Bro.
It was not cheap, but the auction ended on New Year's Eve a few minutes before midnight. So I had
God.
some
That's
liquid
stressful.
courage to help me out.
That is stressful, though.
I love that.
Of all the items in my collection, this one brings me the most joy. I'm happy to say I finally own a prop from my favorite movie of all time. Yes, Booster.
Fucking cool.
At least one person liked you all along.
I'm blown away that it has a Tiger Toys logo on it.
I love it.
Let me ask
cool.
you this: if you had to have a prop from a movie, what would it be? If you were looking,
Like, are we talking like a real fucking proton pack? Something like that?
God.
Then that would
yeah,
probably
I
be
mean,
it.
but more not thinking about the prop, but like if you were to have like what's the movie you would want? Like his favorite movie is this movie. He wanted a prop from this movie specifically.
Yeah, I would have to say like, yeah, I'm not a big prop guy. Not that I'm not. Like, obviously I have like fake proton packs. Imagine one from the real movie. That'd be nuts.
I mean, I think the easy answer for me would be Star Wars, but I kind of want like to say Goodfellas.
What about the rifle from Home Alone, like the BB gun?
That'd be pretty cool. But I feel like like a Goodfellas piece would be like a conversation starter or whatever. I don't know. It'd be really appealing to most people, not just nerds. I don't know.
Not really. I would maybe a baseball from like a Kevin Costner baseball flick, but he's got to sign it.
True. All right, that's it. What's next?
All right, up next is the newest segment, Snub Superstars. All right, guys, welcome to this newest segment called Snubbed Superstars. A major mark chooses a toy line, and we discuss a couple of picks of people who were snubbed in that line.
And I feel like you guys are supposed to give me a heads up on this so I can think about it, and I have no idea what you're about to say.
No, that's the opposite.
I thought we discussed a little like research or educated.
Yeah, maybe
discussion.
in the future I'll let you guys know. But this one's not that bad. This is not that bad. EdBoy42. By the way, in this thread there, if you would like to suggest, it's a hard foundation and up bonus for MajorMarks.com. It is a pop-in thread. A lot of people excited to to tell us different lines. But EdBoy42 has suggested WCW Galoob figures.
Ooh, all right.
Well, there's so many unreleased ones that we have to address right off the bat.
Sure,
Okay.
what are those?
It's Diamond Stud, Ricky Morton,
Scott Hall, Ricky Morton,
PN News. I have all three. There was going to be
Black Scorpion,
Yeah, Black Scorpion.
who's Flair.
That's
And then there's also a Flair in a robe.
Is
Red
that
robe.
it?
And there was going to be Freebirds in robes.
Okay,
The
yeah,
only
for the Freebirds
true
alone.
like unreleased guys. Diamond Stud, PN News, Ricky Morton. Man,
Man, that line is pretty tight for that time period, though. Of like,
right.
like could they have squeezed in
the wide-eyed
Ravishing?
Southern boys.
I was just saying, realistically though, like a ravishing Rick Rude. It's more like if the line continued. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like in that moment, man, they nailed like the big like. So when I think of this storyline, I think of those packs of cards.
Right.
So who's like not in it? Teddy Long.
But is he? But come on, let's be realistic. Who
We
was
got
gonna get
Doom. It'd be
figured?
pretty cool to have Teddy Long.
So I'm googling right now WCW roster 1990. Let's see if there's any guys here.
To me, it's those cards.
Ooh, guys, Abdul the Butcher,
Whatever website I
What
just
is it?
found is awesome.
Isn't it?
Cactus Jack. Like think about it, like a Chamber of Horrors match, you know?
But it's back to what you said. This is if it keeps going.
But 1990, so that's 1990. What are we're just basing off of 89? No, 1990.
99, but I'm seeing now like 91. Isn't Abdullah just in that one thing? Like, he doesn't have like a run then.
Yes, he does.
Oh, I thought he was just like there for that spot.
Unless I watched that video a million times as a kid and I'm stupid. Johnny Ace. It's funny.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not as like the bangers aren't really there like you think.
No, there's really not. Terry
Mark.
Taylor. Terry Taylor, I would put in like the York Foundation,
Yeah,
maybe.
Raven, maybe like that dude made.
Okay. Harley Race, like manager, maybe. Hey, Vader.
Vader. Yeah.
Vader would have come
Vader.
pretty soon.
I'm looking up roster 90. When I did 90, wasn't not that many heavy hitters.
That's what I'm saying. I think of those cards. There's not much missing from those cards.
Gary Hart would be.
Yeah,
I would love
that's
it.
what I'm saying.
Jushin Thunder Liger. That'd be cool. Larry
Not-
Zbyszko. Larry Zbyszko.
Yeah, maybe he would have finally got paid for that one.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Steamboat would be a big one, but like he's in,
He's later.
and then he's 91. He's got a Hasbro.
So what if I do WCW roster 1989? Let's see here. 'Cause that's what
So
we
now
wanna
you're
see
gonna
what-
people who just left, like a Dan Spivey or Mean Mark.
Well, they even have like the Road Warriors here. Dusty.
That would have been sweet.
Dusty would have been cool.
I mean, a Dusty Galoob would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Magnum TA's on this list.
Well, he got hurt in '86.
Shane Douglas. Great movie.
Shane actually might be an actual one.
There's some cool names. I think Vader is my number one.
Vader,
Sorry.
I think, is like the guy that I think would be
Yeah.
a game changer to have. You know,
Absolutely.
some of those guys could have been their only figures. You know what I mean? Like the only Tracy Smothers figure ever. Would have been cool.
I mean,
In that sense.
would have been the only PN News. Really, the only Ricky Morton until we did it because his class of superstars. That's another mess up. He has the wrong hair color.
Yeah. When we tried to explain it to him and he had no idea what we were talking about, I was like, all right, we'll just change the subject.
Did you say J.J. Dillon? Because that'd be sick.
No, that'd be cool.
I think Vader and manager Teddy Long to go with your Doom.
I dig that.
My too.
I dig that a lot. All right, guys. Up next is the Q&A. All right, guys. On Twitter, use the hashtag AskMajorPod. If we read your question on air, we'll send you a brand new Major Pod Major Mark magnet for your fridge, for your car. Let's do it, baby. What questions we got?
Well, I have to go last because you used the Chiazzo talk up front.
Okay, well, here's my question. My question is from @JoeRaff. How big of a difference does it make to you if a figure is based on a specific moment? Are you more likely to buy a figure that's based on a moment as opposed to one that isn't? Hashtag AskMajorPod. I guess it all depends.
It all depends, yeah.
Like, sometimes I wish if it's somebody who's not going to get a lot of figures or a figure for a while, like, let's make it a little more evergreen.
I agree with that.
I'm going to use myself as an example. When I got my last WWE Elite, I'm in that, like, USA gear from that one match.
The opposite of evergreen, yeah.
Which is like, I literally only wore it once. And I'm happy I got it, but I'm thinking if I'm like a kid playing with Zack Ryder, my fig fed, he's not like American male Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
But then
It
again,
depends on what kind of wrestling fan you are, right? Like, sentimental, iconic things. Or are you like, oh, I want this Eddie Kingston from that pay-per-view that happened a year ago? You know, like, which one is it?
I think it's all circumstantial, like if they know they're going to make more figures of the guy. Like, for instance, imagine if the only Cody Rhodes figure we had for the year was the one with the bruised chest.
That would be a nightmare.
Right? Exactly. So if it's somebody who they're going to make a bunch of, sure, let's do some specific moments. And if it's somebody, you know, if the gear kind of looks like something they wear all the time, great. But if it's like a weird look, then it's a little weird to me.
Right.
If they're not getting any more figures.
Yeah, I think with my rules, I'm more inclined to buy that moment one or the special thing or whatever. I really love those ones more than, I don't know, just a normal one. Like I would, if a normal Rock came out, I wouldn't get it. But like, you know, the Rock and Sock one, I was very excited about.
This is a bad example, but let's say like they were going to make they just got a Legends deal for somebody that's never been done before, right? I'd rather it be from, oh, that's from Mania 9 instead of, oh, that was from Superstars that was taped in February.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
Yeah, but then sometimes that's not like, you wouldn't know that unless Steve Freedom did the research and told you that, though, right?
It depends. If they're only going to get like one figure and they had like a special look.
Or even like the Farouk Assad we got this year, they had made the two helmets, you know, just to be like,
okay, true.
Figure it out yourself, you know?
But the other thing to think about is that times have changed so much where Andre the Giant wears the same singlet for a 3-year stretch. So like,
There's also that, yeah.
That's the 90 to 93 Andre.
I mean, besides Keith Lee, who's wearing gear over again, right?
Right, but yeah, exactly. Does Cody wear the same gear ever again?
I'm sure he does a couple times. But first of all, is that the
like
only time in wrestling history someone's worn the same gear like in a different company? Like besides like someone just wearing like red trunks in the 80s? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's no way that's the same exact gear. Like no human would do that. There's just no way.
Maybe we'll get some follow-up.
There's no way.
Mark, get some follow-up. Get some intel from your colleague.
You want me to ask Keith? I'll ask Keith.
Yeah, hit him up.
All right,
here's a trivia fact. Chelsea Green told me, I didn't even realize this, that since she's returned to WWE, she has never worn the same outfit twice on television.
Jade never wore the same outfit twice either.
That's nuts.
That's a female thing because I don't know any dude that would attempt that. That's insane.
Jade did rewear the gear, but her gear, like she just got the gear in different colors, but she would like rewear that gold a bunch of times. But she never, ever wore a pre-tape outfit a second time.
Wow.
Oh, like a street clothes?
Oh, street clothes. No, I don't think any girls do that, dude.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah.
But gear, she would.
Chelsea's never worn the same gear twice on television.
All right. Russ Linderman says, at Russ Linderman, this is probably much more for Myers, for Brian and Mark. What was your happiest sports moment as a fan? He said he's currently riding the roller coaster of being a Michigan and Cowboys football fan.
That's cool. Well, geez, Cowboys, sorry to hear that.
That's a roller coaster.
Honestly, I think like the Mets 2015 playoff and World Series run. I know they didn't win, but to go that far and ride that way, like that whole seat, like everything was just so. It's like literally what you want out of being a sports fan. You know what I mean? It was like the magic of being a sports fan.
You have never. Has any of your teams ever won the championship?
Not one of my favorite teams has ever won the big one.
Oh my God, Brian.
in my lifetime. Technically, the Mets won when I was one, but I don't really count that because like I wasn't invested in them. You know,
Brian, I feel so bad.
Dude, it's a big deal for me on a personal level to have the Mets and Jets. I mean, at this point, I'll take either one of them. Both would be, amazing. But I really want to celebrate that, like with my dad while he's alive. Like that's a big deal to me. It's a big deal to me.
Well, yeah, that brings me to mine. 2004 Boston Red Sox championship win. Unbelievable. I was a senior in college, so it was the perfect time. I ran out on the green of Westfield State College and called my grandmother amid the entire college campus destroying itself. I was on the phone with my grandmother to share the moment with her. It was unfucking believable. That entire run was so good. I went to also. Sometimes you feel more invested in seasons. I went to 30 games that season as a poor motherfucking college kid.
So yeah.
Wow.
But that's what I was saying. Like that's like you invested in them and you got it back. And that's what you're always that's what you're pining for as a sports fan, right?
Yeah.
I'm so glad I don't like sports.
It's
a
not
couple
easy.
of those Patriots. The Seahawks win, the last second fucking interception. I've never felt anything like that in my entire life.
I think honestly, when the Mets or Jets win, I'll be moved to like tears in some capacity.
There is no feeling like the winning the championship and then just staying up all night watching the people talk about it. Just do that.
Dude, think about like that Red Sox win, and I'm very sentimental to that too. Even though the Red Sox aren't my team, but I was in college in Massachusetts for that, and it's sports history. Like I mean, like everyone knows about that, but like. That was what 1919 was that the
1918.
I can't remember 1918. Okay, so there's people who lived their entire lifetime never saw that.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as you think.
Insane shit. And not to be really somber, but a really interesting thing. I just thought about this the other day. I told you I shared the Red Sox with my grandmother. She got me into baseball and all that stuff. It was like a thing that we had, and the day that my grandmother died, she passed away during the Red Sox game. Mm-hmm. John Lester pitched a no-hitter that game.
Oh, wow.
We were watching it in the hotel room, and this motherfucker pitched a no-hitter. I'm like, this is the Angels in the fucking outfield.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. That's
It's
crazy.
insane.
Yeah.
That was a crazy moment in sports. I fucking love sports, but man, I'm so out of it. I don't even know who's in the football playoffs
Well,
this year. It's insane.
Mark,
It's like I
the
dropped it out of my
Celtics-
life.
The Celtics are the best team in basketball. They're unbelievable. The starting five have votes for the All-Star team. Like that's it. Like all five of them. That's how good they are.
Yeah,
You
I
have to check
gotta
it
call up Stevie Negron. We'll go to.
Yeah, check it out. All right, found a question. My question. This is a pretty fun one. We can all answer pretty easily, I think. Lakers fan at AV2132. What legendary TNA superstar would you want for a Power Town retro line? Hashtag AskMajorPod.
Wait, what legendary TNA?
Yeah, so I think let's do a fantasy one and a realistic one each.
He's talking like a retro line, like just still Power Town figures? Or
No,
like
but Power Town has a TNA license.
Okay, got it.
Which they do.
Got it.
This is all possible.
So the Legends line.
Yeah.
But realistic or not?
I say one of each. A super fantasy one and a... Because I would love... If you're doing TNA, you need the founder.
You need Double J.
You need Mark's colleague from catering, Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
You need
star of the Dark Order
Star of
YouTube
being
show.
Dark Order.
Freaking the man. Like, he's the man who started it all. He's the face of the company for the first, 8 years or whatever it is. Give me that Double J.
Like
Kurt
you know,
Angle,
Jeff.
too.
You know, Jeff's gonna do a return to TNA. He has to at one point.
I mean,
Doesn't he own?
it's
part of
written
it
in the
still?
stars.
No, he doesn't own anything.
No, it's gone.
Kurt Angle in that same vein, then, right?
Okay, yeah, cool.
I'm trying to think of like the if this is the fantasy thing, and then Samoa Joe as well, right? I mean,
True.
who are
He
the,
hasn't,
who are
like,
the
Joe hasn't like changed his like look very much to me, right? It's like,
I would like a Christian in that
Ooh,
it's the
the
WrestleMania
jumpsuit?
20, but
Yeah.
he wins the NWA title in the same
wait,
year I won
is
the
that
NWA title.
reworn gear, Keith Lee style?
Whoa.
We just answered our own question on our own show.
At least when I re-wore it, I changed the logos from Zack Ryder.
Text Jay right now. I know he's not gonna write you back.
I'm not even going to text. I don't even want to give him the satisfaction.
And then realistic ones. I mean, I know the list. I think if you follow TNA or Impact merch the past couple of years, you
I think
know.
Christian was on that list.
I believe he was actually. Now you're saying that. But me, and what also, if Jarrett's, 1B, 1A favorite TNA guy ever for me is Abyss. So
I mean, how is it not Abyss?
yeah, and he's so goddamn toyetic.
Like you
He's
collect,
not
you currently
contractually obligated to do
Right.
anything right now. We pushed that micro brawler through, a year and a half ago or so, whatever that was, maybe longer now.
In my miscellaneous
That would
collection, I have 3 Toy Biz TNA figures. I have Abyss, I have the first Double J, and I have the Christian with the jumpsuit and the title.
Wow,
So those would be my 3 that I would want.
cool.
And maybe a Matt Cardona, actually.
Well, that's coming in a 2-pack with Brian Myers. So,
But a TNA one, TNA version.
well, you gotta have a TNA match to get a TNA figure.
Can't we use Impact shit? Does that count? Tell Scott D'Amore to text me. I'll come back to TNA to get a figure.
You're spending an entire weekend with him, pal. So
When?
this weekend,
He's on the cruise?
yes.
Oh, bro! By the time we do next pod, I'll be booked to be the world champ
He'll
for
be the
TNA.
champ,
you
yeah,
kidding me?
jeez.
Oh,
God.
I'll be with you not there. Oh,
Poor crazy Steve is fucked, huh?
I'm politicking like a son of a bitch.
Man.
Oh my God, I'll be in Powertown Series 2.
He's gonna be the he's gonna be he's gonna be the systems DDP.
God, you fuck off. I'll be.
You're gonna tape
fucking-
those ribs.
Oh man, I'll be fucking all over that show. Oh, I didn't know he was gonna be there. Me and Scott, you know what I'm gonna do? Hey Scott, no, a great steakhouse upstairs. I'm gonna treat you to a steak and lobster, baby. Oh,
Here we
me and
go.
Scotty D with espresso
This
martinis.
question created a
Talking
monster.
creative. Oh, thank you for telling me. I got fucking 3 days to work on my pitch deck.
You bring a PowerPoint presentation? Oh, bring them to the big room.
Oh,
Mark,
man.
you've heard the story when I brought the fucking the whole like fucking presentation of Vince McMahon, right?
Yeah,
Didn't
absolutely.
you have someone sneak in to make sure it wasn't in the trash?
Yes, it was not in the trash.
Yeah.
It was
There's a
not.
famous AEW story that I'll tell you one day about somebody pitching something with a PowerPoint presentation.
PowerPoint.
I
How
didn't
do you
go
get someone to
PowerPoint.
sit down for a PowerPoint?
That's an
Oh, boy.
interesting story. It'll
Yeah.
be out there someday.
All right. Well, up next is some good housekeeping. All right, guys. YouTube.com/Major Pod Network or at Major W Pod. We're trying to fix that, Mark. We're trying to fix that, right? We're trying to figure that out.
We got new. Well, yeah, we are. We are.
Yes.
I
Guys,
didn't
we got
sound very confident there.
great new Fig Hunt vlog. It's been a while since me and Brian did one. It's been even longer since me, Brian, and Mark did one. But I don't think all 4 of us
Never
have
before.
ever done it. And there are cameos from TTD, from fucking Tim Sterling, from
Billy Peck.
Herman, Billy Peck, D Freedom. Did I say TTD? TTD. Fucking Jay George, unfortunately, I don't think makes it.
Does he make it the end mark?
He does. Yeah, he's at the
Yeah.
very end.
It's very
It's
sweaty.
actually for the first time I think almost ever I put a secret scene after the end credits. It's Jay George going, but I thought I would make it if I walked.
Guys,
Maybe
check out
if
this
more
vlog.
people ask, we'll address that next week. What the hell happened? Because
Guys, check out
I
the
still don't
vlog.
understand what he was thinking.
Please leave a comment. What
What
your
a
favorite
thumbnail.
moment
Look at
was.
that.
Great thumbnail. Great purchases. There are certain things that we didn't talk about on weekly purchases just so you'd watch this vlog. So Acme in Orlando, I guess technically it's Longwood, Florida. Great store. Great store. Very, very
dropping
big.
all this Florida knowledge this episode. I'm blown away.
Well, what can I say? But check that out.
Proud of you. Only took 7 years. Proud of you.
Make sure you subscribe. Also, guys, ProWrestlingTees.com/MajorWPod. There's the new Matt and Brian shirt up there. Very, very cool. I think there's a couple crates left. Mark, have you gotten a crate yet?
I didn't get it yet, no.
Hopefully
Well,
next week.
I only sent Mark a bag of his pins. He didn't even acknowledge it.
I literally have it right here to say that weekly purchases. Thank you very much.
Didn't even acknowledge it. It's been a week or so.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I meant to bring it up on the podcast. Thank you.
So, Mark hopefully will unbox the crate next week. Also, guys, MajorPodMerch.com. We have live 18 leftover stuff. All the Major Pod merchandise on MajorPodMerch.com. But MajorBendies.com, like I said, Jay and Silent Bob, Mark Merrill, Butterbean, Nick Nemeth for a couple more weeks. If you want to advertise your product or service, hit us up, majorpodcast@gmail.com. Whatnot every Monday. Brian and I, we go on. Mark, have you created your account? Are you going to come back in?
I did. I've been texting with our boy Jack there, making my account official.
When's this happen? Do we have a date coming?
No.
All right.
No. I got to work with
A
you guys.
lot of things have changed, bro, since you've been gone.
I know. I got to work. I got to
It's pretty
figure out a day
convenient
that's
and easy.
best.
I gotta say,
It's way easier.
it's changed for the better. Yeah.
Now I go Mondays 5:30, an hour leading into Brian. Oh, it's great. It's so good.
Broski gave away the acclaimed loose this week. Huge.
I did. That's
cool.
Huge giveaway.
I'll have
Huge
giveaways
giveaway.
for sure.
Huge giveaway. Major Rewind, Jay George takes you down memory lane. Learn about all the Major Pod history every 2 weeks, wherever you get your podcasts. Plugs for me. I'm going to be on the Jericho Cruise this week, guys. So I'll be there. I'll be defending my Chris Jericho Oceanic Championship. And I'm upset you guys won't be there with me.
Yeah, I would have liked to have been there with you, but I'm also very, very, very excited to be off this weekend.
Completely off, huh?
Completely off. I'm going to have the Creator Pro crew over for the Rumble like a civilian. Going to eat pizza and wings and watch wrestling like a regular-ass person. Can't wait.
Right. I was saying this to people this week, actually. If I was on the Jericho Cruise, I would have been thrilled. It would have been fun to do, right? Period. However, not being on the cruise means that I'm not going to have to take 3 weeks to get my life back on track. The fucking ridiculousness of it's busy. You're drinking, you're eating. I was on the road, went to the cruise, went back on the road. It was like an insane thing. It took me so long to get back in the real life.
I adored it last year. I thought it was
But it was
one of my
one of
favorite
the
things I've
most
ever
fun
done.
things I've ever done.
especially because Liz loved it. Like Liz had a great time too.
We all had a blast,
It was
man.
such a
Up
good
until
time.
the last night.
Yeah.
Ah, man, it was so fun. If you're on the cruise, guys, you're going to have a great time.
Totally.
But I will be in Springfield, Missouri, guys. You're talking about the Royal Rumble. Well, I'm talking about Collision in Springfield, Missouri.
The collision. Very cool.
Oof.
All right.
See ya.
1, 2, 3. I'll be back, Jack.
Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
Oh, baby.
and you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with a captain's log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.